That's right, Bob?
Yeah.
All right. Give a little bit of time. Like I said, boys get a precept, you go to the spirit. Rolling?
Yeah, we good.
All right. We're the Hebrew Israelites. We come in week in and week out. Prophesy the downfall of America. Let our people know who they are and warn our people. First and foremost, we want to give our praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash.
We give double honor to the apostle of GMS that ruleth well, and peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect, the one that's tuning in, striving, yearning for the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai,
Right.
for this Edomite to go down in his oppression and wickedness, unruly queendom, which is destroying the earth and has everybody in vexation. Hold that real quick. Give me Proverbs 29 real quick. Wicked on authority. The wicked on authority.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
And nobody's rejoicing. All these podcasts are coming out. All these people are going and yearning for some type of righteousness, some type of wisdom, and they're going and trying to see what's going on out here because they're trying to establish themselves to get a sure footing. But Esau is oppressing, taxing, making things go up. He's having it so it's hard for it to keep up with your upkeep, your necessities, and the daily day things you got to tend to. And then he really has cut the time off that you have to get these things done. He's broken the family, broken the woman, broken your child, broken the man. So, all in all, it's just a bunch of confusion out here. And this is why we call America Babylon the Great. Everybody's confused. Every nation come over here, the nations that's over here, nobody really knows the direction of what's going on. But Esau is trying to, dictate and narrate and guide everybody into the New World Order, basically smoothly. We understand there's going to be certain people that's going to uprise and certain things going to happen, but, Esau is establishing a New World Order. So this whole dream of the people here in America is never going to come to fulfillment. You're trying to get rich. You're going to have your own type of life. Think everything that you think matters. You think you should be a celebrity, an all-star. It's going to come to naught. Because your dreams that you have in America, achieving and riches and, just living life, it's not going to happen. Go ahead.
It's more. The book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Yeah, the people mourn. And everybody's mourning, There's nobody really happy out here. They can play, they play like it. They walk around, with their coping little mechanisms, their little drugs, their little coffee, the little fast food they have in their hand. It feels good to them. They can hide for a little bit of moments, a little bit more seconds, but then they got to come back to reality. And that's when it hurts the most. Because why? Because you have the so-called white man that's in power and that's oppressive as hell. Give me Proverbs 64. You done with that? Give me that.
I'm going to read down to verse 12. This is
Sirach
Sirach chapter 34, verse 1. It says, the hopes of a man void of understanding are vain and false.
And we always bring this out. What's his name? John Rockefeller.
God.
It was the purpose, because what he said, he said he needed workers. So they started a regiment, a strategic plan to destroy, to break the man, make it hard for men to get along with each other, so to speak. All the nations divided. And that time was racism too, Jim Crow, etc. But the point is, it was a game plan to usher in the New World Order. So it was things that they allowed men to break them down, break down the woman, break down the family, and then ultimately train your kids and direct them on their path, how they should go. And then you have years that went by along, and then now you have, it was the rough era. What is it, the 1940s, the 30s, that old Greek love, doctrine bullshit, Motown era, and then you had the hippie era, and then things were getting critical. You had the 1960s with the Black Panther, the Young Lords, and the Brown Pride, a lot of racial tension, and then they hit it, eventually they hit it hard. They said, you know what, break all this shit together, bring feminism, sexual liberation, etc. So you get what I'm talking. There was a game plan for Esau to bring in this New World Order. Go ahead. So everybody's void. Women are void of understanding. Men are void of understanding, and children are. That's why, you know, here in America, you know, this whole stupid, you know, folly that's being pushed on TV, you know, Finding Nemo, Cat Dog, Rocky, Models Life. You just had stupid shit that really was irrelevant that they showed on TV. But you know, again, we looked at this shit, you know, Ken and Kel, all that. Just dump Nickelodeon. What you had, Nick, Cartoon Network. Just dump iReal Monsters, Kablam, Keenan and Kel, my cousin Skeeter, a fucking puppet.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's just stupidity.
And those were the #1 sellers.
Yeah, Rugrats.
Those are the most viewed channels, viewed shows. You know what I'm saying? The comedy, the different comedy sketches of, you know, this retarded shit, man.
And even going to the black exploitation.
Yeah.
You know, the visuals. Like we always go to the visuals. The visuals really did a number on these people out here.
Yep.
It's like that visual.
Yeah. Because when you go into that word Nickelodeon, you know, it means Devil's House Theater.
Damn. Yep.
You know, so this is the way that the so-called white man.
And Disney.
Yeah. You know, the
And
so-called
Disney.
white man could push certain witchcraft upon the children.
And Disney known for that.
Yeah,
What the fuck is what is it? Mickey Mouse? Oh, you know, all that. That's why girls are lost. This whole princess. You know, the princess movie, My Little Princess.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that really, a kid is not, you know, they're dumb. Kids, you know, that's why parents got to be parents to guide, you know, the children on the path to go. But again, you know, Esau in the TV, the witchcraft, the sorcery, it was purposely designed for these things to do so. That's why, again, you have a lot of kids that grew up that are still kids. That's why your mother, she knows 60, 50, she still has a child like mine, even your father.
Yeah.
You got it, bro.
Yeah, and that's, if I may say, that's what the so-called white man wants. He wants you in a child-kid
Give me that
mindset.
scripture. When I was a child,
You know?
I spoke as a child. When I grew up, I spoke as a man.
Yeah, he wants these people in a childlike state, you know, because it's easy to control and manipulate a child. This is
scary.
Yeah, this is Sirach 34:1. Again, it said, the hopes of a man void of understanding are vain and false, and dreams lift up fools.
And everybody talk that dream, the American dream. That's what, you know, Esau pushed. The American dream, white picket fence, peace and harmony, one wife.
Yeah, retirement.
Yeah, 2 kids. Oh my God,
Yeah,
401k.
now you go into your local grocery store and you got a 70-year-old, 75-year-old woman bagging your groceries.
Bro.
Not ringing you up, but bagging your groceries.
Being nice. 85.
Yeah, the entry level. She's working the entry level job.
Yep.
She ain't behind the counter. She ain't in the
7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Old as hell. Food Lion. Old as hell.
Right.
Kroger.
She bagging your groceries. She might be out there in the parking lot, you know, pushing carts.
Walmart at the goddamn store. You want to check your receipt. Now go take your old ass on somewhere, sitting down. They give him a little chair, a little joint they can prop on.
Bro.
Man, them old Edomite men, 80-some years old, they got a cane, a seat. You be like, yo, man,
Bro.
god damn. Are you serious? Aren't you supposed to be retired somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
But see, that's that dream that failed.
Yep.
Give me that, what it tells you, they should not regard their,
Old and young.
no, they should not regard their princes.
The kings of princes.
The kings of princes. That's what's ultimately about to happen.
I'm a kid. You want me to keep the king?
You should let that precept?
Yep.
Get it.
Con.
This is 1 Corinthians 13 and 11. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child.
Yep.
But when I became a man, I put away childish things.
That's right. So, you know, that's why we were supposed to have parents and a family and a well-structured family with wisdom and in order. So we would be nurtured up and be in the same stead as our father. But again, Esau, you know, in order to go inside the house, you got to do what? Bind a strong man.
Yep.
Ultimately, the so-called black, Latino, Hispanic man. And that's why when you go to, Dominican Republic, Cuba, Puerto Rico, Mexico, El Salvador, Honduras, and Guatemala, you know, that land is very oppressed. You know, when you really look at how much they really make $20 a month. The American money, a $20 bill, that's their pension for a whole fucking month, man. So they're very oppressed. But the thing about it, you know, you would think, you know, Northern Kingdom, the so-called Hispanic and Latino would be, you know, outcrying and talking about this. But again, they're simple. it had a bunch of the many years of Telemundo and that folly of reggaeton and that music, man. You got it, bro.
God, do you want me to keep going? Or do you want
no,
to pull that?
Those it on that.
Okay.
Yeah, I got some more. It's verse 2.
Uh-huh.
Whoso regardeth dreams is like him that catcheth at a shadow and followeth after the wind.
Yep. And that's what ultimately Esau have done to these people. And once you really and they give you coping mechanisms, so you can in the meantime basically hide the reality that you're losing.
Yeah.
And that you're not getting nowhere. You're basically a hamster on the wheel.
Yeah.
Just doing the same thing, getting nowhere.
Yeah.
You're gaining weight. You're about to lose your house. You're about to lose your job. More debt. But you don't realize what's going on. Why? Because while you're on the wheel, they give you some music. They give you a little entertainment. They give you some little nakedness. They give you some type of illusion. So you can forget the fact that you're not running. But then you're not getting no fucking where. But my point is this: by the time you realize you're not going nowhere, that's when people gonna fucking lose it, man. Why? Because you done understood. They got you. The rich and these big corporations ate off of you, and while they taught these women, you could be sexually liberated, I could be a whore. Now when you're 50, 60, now you're looking fucking pathetic, man. You ain't got nothing. And it's crazy because you talk to these so-called black women, these girls in general, they're really career driven, and they're really pushing back the. Then it's like another thing too. They're really using these celebrities to keep the dream going. Cause what pops in your phone? Ashante pregnant. Who gives a fuck?
I know, right?
Right. Who gives a fuck? This old bitch is pregnant.
Right.
But see that they got to keep that dream alive. I can go in my career. Then by 40, 45, I can go find some man. He can impregnate me. That's the illusion. But once you really the illusion starts setting in, that's when you're gonna be like, oh, god damn it, I really wasted my whole fucking life trying to chase, a dream. Go ahead.
Okay, can a brother get the definition for the word dream in the Google? I'm gonna keep going. This is Sirach chapter 34. I'm gonna read verse 2 again. Whoso regardeth dreams is like him that catcheth at a shadow and followeth after the wind. The vision of dreams is the resemblance of one thing to another, even as the likeness of a face to a face. Of an unclean thing, what can be cleansed? And from that thing which is false, that what truth can come?
Yeah, so if you pervert it inwardly, how you gonna know what you're following is right? And everybody, again, is void of understanding. The so-called black man, he don't know his nationality. He don't know why he's over here. He don't know why he's in the ghetto. He don't know why, his mom really destroyed him, made him mentally weak, physically strong. He don't know where his dad at. He don't understand why the burdens that he's going through. He don't understand he got enemies. He don't understand his own woman is your enemy. Our people don't realize our people were taught, basically strategically taught to fight each other and devour each other, but know they place not to touch massa. And that's why Jake is not getting nowhere. So when a nigga talking about he got some plans, my dreams are so somewhat. Man, that nigga's full of shit, man. Yeah. That's why 10 years, 20 years later, niggas just end up on drugs. He doing the same shit.
Yep.
Got it?
All right, somebody bring that definition out of dream, whoever got it.
Whoever got it, bro.
The definition of the word dream: a series of thoughts, images, and sensations.
Yeah, nigga, he can see himself the best rapper alive, man. Dude, you 40 years old.
Can I build on that? The Merriam-Webster.
Yeah. Let him finish finish that definition out. Then you bring that up.
Occurring in a person's mind during sleep.
During sleep, So who's the ones who has these dreams, who chase the American dream? It's you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that are in a sleep mindset, man. Slumber. Because what did they used to say? What did they say in the world? Well, you just dreaming.
Give me that scripture.
When Jake say some crazy shit that is unattainable or out of this world, or not logical, he said, man, you dreaming. And that's the majority of our people. They're dreaming. They're striving for something that's going to come to naught that really doesn't exist. The American dream is nothing but a facade.
That's right.
And even let's say you obtain the American dream, you're not going to be able to enjoy it. You're not going to be able to pass down nothing to your kids because guess what? This place is going to be destroyed. There ain't going to be nothing left of it.
And the thing about it is they don't even realize what we have coming to us is way far more greater.
There you go.
Because your enemy is never going to let you live in peace.
Yep.
Why would your enemy, the one that conquered you, let you live in peace to get a short foot so you can eventually wipe him out? It doesn't. Even if Jake never went to war, if Jake get on power and get on top, people will flock to Jake. Why? Because we have style. We're unique. You know, we're beloved, beautiful people. So even if we just wanted to live in peace, Esau's not going to allow it.
Nah.
Because all nations will eventually come to do business with us, man.
Yep.
Because we're peaceful people. Ultimately, we are peaceful people. But unfortunate, it has to be violence before we get the peace.
There you go.
Keep going.
Keep going in that definition, the water.
A cherished aspiration, ambition, or ideal.
Yep, keep going.
A fulfilled or childhood dream
Yep.
when I became champion.
There should be what? Is it say anything about fantasy on there?
But it said a childhood dream. Well, remember when you was a dumb little kid, I'm not going to say a dumb little kid, but your mind wasn't developed.
Yeah.
Remember you used to tell your mom, or your mom would talk to you, baby, you can do whatever you want to, whatever you put your mind to. That's a bullshit dream.
Yeah.
You know? So mama, what if I want to be the next president? Your grandma or your mother will lie to you.
Yep.
You know?
Go ahead, bro.
Keep dreaming, buddy.
Baby, you just gotta put 4-foot action and baby, it can happen. Man, listen. They our parents, another thing, our parents lied to us, man. You know? But
Yeah, you
again,
can bring that
we
one
was
out, too.
never, we didn't grow up from a structured, households that really knew order or really knew what was going on and understood why. The fact that, it was hardships in our life growing up, man. Go ahead. So again, we were taught dreams to really pacify and make us feel better. And that's why, but unfortunately, Jake has been stuck in those dreams. Because Jake come from a distraught, fucked up household. Mama really mentally destroyed him.
Yeah.
And so he that's what he holds on to keep him going. Or else Jake would blow their own brains out, man. You got it?
Indulge in daydreams or fantasies.
Yeah, it's a fantasy, man. The American dream is nothing but a fantasy, man. It's fantasy land. And that's like the brother was going into. That's how you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans were raised. We were raised up in a fantasy land. What do we turn on the TV, we turn on the video games, you know what I'm saying?
The rapper, the glamorous life.
Yeah, the glamorous life,
Women, cars, hoes.
Yeah, what is somebody in the ghetto, in the hood, who ain't got, his mother's poor, his father's poor, his friends, his family are poor. What does he say that he's going to be when he grows up? Professional basketball player. Superstar. President of the United States.
Player, boxer.
I want to travel the world. Like, they don't even think logically, man. Not that that's not attainable, but it's just not logical.
And then they always say, well, then you tell them the truth. Oh, you just trying to put me down. No, we just trying to tell you reality.
Yep.
I know that, it sounds good. Why? It's good that you want to leave this fucked up predicament. You want things better. But man.
You never hear Jake say, I just want to get a nice job and be able to protect my family, my kids, and just have a normal life and live all right. Jake don't never say that.
Another thing Jake failed to realize, Jake, instead of, really like start knowing how to deal with amongst each other, Jake would be good instead of always wanting to venture out and leave and really try to duck the problem. The problem is we're fucked up. Our minds are fucked up, man. And that's why the truth I always talk about is you first. You got to fix yourself. You got to fix this mindset right here.
Yeah.
You got to wake up out of that dream, that slumber. That's what Scripture said. People are drunk, but not off of what? Not off of strong drink, man.
Yeah.
What?
Somebody can hold that too. Go ahead with your definition, Hop.
Hey, bro. That's just like the brother was going into real quick. Salaka, I missed my point on that, but I'm gonna read this definition. Maybe it'll come back to me. A series of thoughts. This is the definition, Merriam-Webster. A series of thoughts or images occurring during sleep.
Yeah.
An experience of a waking life having characteristics of a dream. The brothers was going into a beautiful point. This is a state of mind marked by abstraction or release from reality.
Yeah, release from reality, man. That's why Esau, you know, these people are looking for a release from a reality state. So Esau presents all these different options and outlets for these people to get away from their current situation and their predicaments and their fucked up life. Mainly you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans at the end.
And see, that's why it's so easy for Esau to sell our people false dreams. A false, how you say it? A false get out of your situation plan. Meaning, black woman.
Get out of jail free card.
Yeah, black woman. Come to college.
Yeah.
What's that fucking what's that little
Yeah.
what's that little college that you always push?
Oh, DeVry?
DeVry.
University.
DeVry
Yeah.
University.
It's like the Monopoly game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You spend a good number.
Yeah.
Guess what? You can skip 4 steps. You know? It says jump to spot green and then jump 2 steps. You know what I'm saying? Get out of jail free. That's all people are looking for. That little oomph where they can get, you know, closer to where they want to get quickly without doing the work.
Yeah, that's why scamming is on an all-time high. You know? That's why in these times you really got to be careful because you know things is only gonna get worse, man.
Yep.
So you really got to be more sure-footed and really understand what the purpose of Yahweh Shai is. Because Esau, he's ready. He's coming with it, man.
Yeah. And
You got it.
the ultimate scammer is ruling the earth.
Yep.
Right.
You know, the original scammer.
That contract he makes with you is a scam.
Yep.
It's bullshit. And he plays off your dreams. He plays off your illusions. He plays off the fact that you're asleep, you're drunk. You know, you really don't know what's going on. And Esau plays off that, man. That's why, you give Jake a sound like a good opportunity, but you give him a booklet of paper. Jake not reading that shit. Jake don't know how to read.
Right.
All he done being pushed is keep going, keep pushing, ambition, drive, hardships, pain, and agony. No education. That's really has begged our people. They're really not even understanding what the fuck is going on in America. But what Esau did was, Esau does everything in secrecy. Ask your people that live in your state, hey, what's the law of this state? Can't nobody tell you. You really got to go hire somebody to really tell you the law.
Right.
And what law is this? What law? Man, cops don't even know the fucking law.
Right.
When they bust you, when they pull you, they get a description, and it's up to the courts to bust you what law it is.
Yeah.
So don't nobody really know the fucking law. That's why every fucking year Esau changes the law. He switches to this, switches to that, and switches to this. But my point is saying that he keep everybody basically on not of a short foot and know what's going on. That's how Esau gets you. So when you throw Jake an opportunity with a book of paper, he's just going to sign his life away. Now understanding Esau got you, man. And that's why Jake is looking bad, you know? You got it. That's why all them movie artists is not doing so good, man.
Yeah.
They ended up on drugs. You know, they just got thrown away on the wayside. You know, they never told you. When you get that big ass house, who gonna pay the taxes? And that's every state. I don't give a damn where you go. Because you don't own nothing here in America. So who gonna pay that nice fancy Lamborghini off when you get it? You know, Jake, you know, again, I was just talking to this chick. And basically she said, she's in college, a little small, little young girl. You know, it's cute to just say things that come out your mouth unchecked. You know, just to say what you want. They sound cute, they sound good. This chick said, I said, so, have you planned everything out? You know, have you, thought things out? This chick said she want a $700,000 house, just her. I said, what? I said, huh?
Right.
And I said, have you, and I broke everything down, but, again, Jake and their dreams. It just doesn't sound reality. So how much money you think you're gonna need? She couldn't tell. Basically, the point is, they can't tell you nothing. It sounds good to talk about. To have your spirits up, your hopes up.
Right.
Because if you tell Jake reality, what they try, eventually they don't like you. They end up start not liking you and being hurt. That's why the scripture says, have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth. But in reality, Jake, it got to go back to that barter system. That's really the only way. That's why really it's very important to understand the law. But again, us not knowing the Lord, this is what has happened. Our people have become brute beasts. You got it, bro.
Isaiah 29:9. Stay yourselves in wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink.
Yeah, and our people are staggering. Why? Because again, regardless of the truth, knowledge, and understanding that's on the highways through Yahweh Shah, our people don't regard. That's why the scripture talks about in Book 4, come back to the book of life. So you can really understand how to manage and move and conduct yourself in these times. Because really, you really gonna have to depend on your people. Depend on Yahweh Shah. In these times that come, you're going to really have to know somebody that has skills. Just like in the times, that book of Acts, man, those men had skills and they had a little bit of substance. But what I think Acts the 2nd chapter, they all came together with the substance they had and they all managed themselves, man. So if you ain't got a skill, man, you shit out of luck, man. And that's why Esau guided and kind of coerced everybody to think that they could just become a superstar celebrity. Like Esau didn't teach you the steps how to do it. He just kept giving you visuals and visuals. He kept showing you rappers that got it, but he never showed you how to build to do it.
They still ain't caught on yet.
Yeah.
They giving you the hints. The rappers are telling you subliminally what you got to do to make it. They don't read between the lines. They still think it's all about talent.
Yeah.
They telling you they basically telling you what they doing without coming out and telling you what they doing.
Everybody's coming, and many rappers have said it. Like, yo, it's the industry is weird.
Saying?
You have to go to that room. But Jake still don't get it.
They don't get it.
You got it, bro.
You
got it?
Chill out.
You want me to go all the way down and Isaiah 29:9. Stay yourselves and wonder.
You got a 12.
Cry
right?
ye out
Yeah, come on.
and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. I'm gonna read this in NLT. It says, "Are you amazed and incredulous? Don't you believe it? Then go ahead and be blind. You are stupid, but not from wine. You stagger, but not from liquor." Going back to verse 10.
Why people stumble is because what? They're drunk off the philosophies of Esau, of that American dream that's been pushed towards our people. And you're not going to get there. Esau's not going to let you eat of his table. You got it?
Verse 10 says, "For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep."
Yep. Going back to, if you don't want to abide by the law, statutes, commandments, come back to the truth, what will happen? Then you got to be judged by the law. And that's what eventually going to happen. 2/3 are going to be judged by the law, and you're going to be destroyed by nuclear missiles, man, and famine, and sword, and pestilence, man. You got it? That's why a lot of people, during so-called pandemic, the Lord allowed a lot of our people to get taken out of here. Why? Because of your ignorance, man. Because you fell for the bait. You went to the hospital. You fell for that stupid pandemic, and Esau, basically, he shut your fat fucking mouths up, man. He put the ventilator on you, and it's crazy. How the hell all the people were dying in the hospital, man? Crackhead Joe, Jimmy, underneath the bridge, the heroin addict, the drunkard, they don't get the homeless. They never died, but everybody died only in a hospital. It doesn't fucking make sense. But Jake fell for it.
Yep.
Why? Because they cut off sports.
Yep.
Basketball and football.
Right.
Fuck out of here, man. You got it, bro.
It reads on, "And have closed your eyes."
So this is what happens to, ignorance, man. When you're ignorant, the Lord gonna judge you. Ultimately, what's about to happen to our people? You got it?
It says, "The prophets and your rulers, the seers, have he covered."
Yep. So the people that, you keep trying to follow, that think that there's somebody, they're just leading you just to become worse.
Right.
It's like Charleston White. He would say some good things, but you follow that nigga, he gonna lead you astray. So that nigga would be like, he'll say some good things, then he'll say his mama is God.
That's the bait, though. That's the bait.
Yeah.
That's how he gets you. That's how he get Jake. Oh, he's talking about some real shit.
Yep.
Click on the video, and he'll talk. And, he brings up some good topics, some good points. Talk about some alright shit for a little bit, and then completely go left with it.
Nigga said, the nigga would say, in one interview, that nigga was talking some alright shit. Then the nigga said, my mama, my God.
Clickbait.
Yep.
He just do shit for likes, for clout,
Right.
man. That's how they that's how he is being used, because he's nothing but another tool that Esau is using, to manipulate and strategize upon you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
A good trained up peon.
Yeah.
Just like for instance, what the fuck happened to Andrew Tate?
Right.
And everybody followed him. Where he at now?
Right.
Fresh and Fit, Kevin Samuels. I mean, like I said, we're not gonna knock them. They say some good things on point, but they ain't got the truth. You know? You got it, bro.
I'm gonna finish this out. This is verse 5. It says, divinations and soothsayings and dreams are vain, which go hand in hand. You know, all those smooth words, those little sweet nothings that the so-called white man whispers to you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. That's all part of his dream system. All right. It says,
It's like they said. Remember when they set up the Karnak Indian schools? They came in at first and said, "We're just doing this for the kids." So a lot of Gadites fell for it, and they gave their kids up to the schools.
Yeah.
But they never saw their kids again.
never seen them again. They taught their kids. They wouldn't let their kids speak into their native
Nope.
language.
And they said they beat them.
Yeah, and a lot of the kids were beaten to death, and they buried them under them schools.
Oh man, you go on certain videos out. Those the people that start talking about the Indian school.
There was a name for that. Somebody looked that up. There was a word for them schools. It was the
Karnak Indian schools.
Yeah, there was another word for them as a broad sense. You know, did somebody look at the native schools, the native schools that the kids were taken into and eventually died at?
What was this? I know
It
Canada.
was heavy in Canada.
Yeah.
You know, and
In North America, and such
Yeah.
here in America.
yep, it's really heavy in
You
Canada.
looking for the name of it?
Yeah, it should be. I did a video a long time ago.
I believe you're talking about Carnile.
Yeah, there's another word for it
Carnizel
too.
or Carnile.
Yeah.
Boarding, native boarding schools. I think what was the president during that time? Was it Andrew Jackson during that reign? Carnile Indian schools.
That sounds right.
But again, our people fell for that trick. They fell for the trick, man. You know, fell for the bait.
I got a pretty quick research while the brother looking for that.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Sirach 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth.
It's like Gad, you know. Again, we got the maps. You got the maps you can go pull up. You go see for yourself of how Gad, inhabited this land. And by years, and especially during the presidency, every president had something to do with the stealing of Gad's land. And unfortunately, Gad, I guess they went to sleep because they didn't tell or forewarn the people before what happened. And that's why, no, you're good. And that's why even
Yeah, it was the residential schools.
indignant boarding schools.
Yeah, the residential schools.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But our people again, they even on a broad scale, they don't even teach about Native Americans.
Nah,
no more.
not in school.
I remember I was taught about it, and they basically said, yeah, they took the land.
Yep.
You know, they were discovered it, but we knew what happened.
Yep.
You know, but again,
I discovered it.
yeah.
Right.
We knew what happened, but again, our parents didn't teach that down to the children. Why? Because this Christian. That's why a lot of Gadites are Christians, man.
Yep.
And they'll walk around with this. We don't hate the white man.
Right.
Well, look what not hating the so-called white man have gotten our people, man. Look at our people now, fucked up and through. You know, looking at a dream and believing the words of your enemy. That make no fucking sense, man. Go ahead, bro.
Yep. Sirach 12:10. Never trust thine enemy.
Never trust thine enemy. So you're gonna trust your conqueror? Go ahead.
For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Yep.
Verse 11. Though he humble himself and go crouching.
Get right now, the so-called, hey buddy,
Right.
we'll have a beer with you. Might buy you one.
Right.
Because he worked with the same workplace, he living in the same neighborhood, he does a little, gives a little good deed sometime.
Right.
Because he's not a devil no more? The fuck out of here, man. All them Edomites know is going to be a pending judgment around somewhere and someday because of what their people have done.
Facts.
That's why they wanted to erase everything, the atrocities, the scourgings, all of the history of America. That's why they want to get rid of it. Go ahead.
It reads on. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, Yet take good heed and beware of him.
Beware of him.
And thou shalt be unto him.
Because whenever they get a chance, they're going to be for their people.
Facts.
And they're going to throw you down. If they can get out of it, they will throw your black ass in that fire.
Facts.
I witnessed it, man, growing up. Whenever a chance they could escape, I was the little black sheep. Right?
It says, reading on, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou
So
shalt
I
be
don't trust none of them fucking devils, man. I got a real personal hate, I really do, man. I can't talk, man. That shit piss me off right now, right?
And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away.
Yep.
Yeah, if you wiping that looking glass, you looking in, you're gonna see it over time. His horns gonna show.
That's right.
You know, if you pay attention, and one of the things you can look at is his policies. He says one thing, but his policies really shows who he is. Yeah, it never changes. It really shows the hatred he has for the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That ain't never changed. Although he has non-threatening, non-verbal speech, he's doing wicked and evil and aggressive shit through his policies, man.
It's even worse now.
Yeah, it's even worse.
Because when in slavery, we knew this man was our enemy, and it was a devil. And it was, the tension was hot. We had to walk very carefully because we knew this devil would put us to death at any moment.
Right.
Even when the Edomite woman was angry with her so-called white man, for her to appease her anger,
Yep.
she was tell her so-called white man to go hang niggas.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So, from that point even to this day, there's nothing changed. We still don't have no power.
Man.
We still have no dwelling, the places that we dwell that is our own. We still don't have no communities, man. If we had a so-called a community, before a cop would come in and take you to court and arrest you, he would have to talk to basically the officials of the neighborhood to see if his jurisdiction or he's able to do so. But he doesn't do that. He come right in and lock your ass up, man. Even if he was right, even if he wasn't wrong, he could come in and still lock your ass up, man. And then you had to go defend your case and go buy a fucking lawyer, man. So again, what has changed? Why? Because you're able to live side by side with them.
Right?
You can go to Whole Foods Market.
I know, right?
Because you can eat at their neighborhood, Aldi's, Publix, Lidl's, Harris Teeter. Because he says, how do you? Jim Crow era, you couldn't look at a so-called white woman without getting hung? Because you got a white friend, huh? Because shit has changed? Fuck out of here. That's that American dream. Right? And that's why when you open up your black ass mouth to talk about the oppression of our people, that's why the so-called white man sits there and says, shut up.
Yep.
That's all that happened back long ago. And anything that happened to our people, we constantly bring back up. Go ahead. That was it?
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
Go ahead.
This is for the ones of the nation of Israel, man, that trust in this devil, man. You know, this is Isaiah 30 and verse 12. Wherefore thus saith...
When that brother hold Romans 1, start at roughly, verse 24, 23? When he starts at the creature. Since you serve the creature, get in the G&T barbershop. You got it, bro.
Wherefore thus saith the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it. Our people love America, and they love that dream.
Right.
Regardless of all the hardships, the pain, the agony, what Esau done to us, done to the so-called Puerto Ricans, the Latinos, the Dominicans, the Cubans, and the so-called Mexicans, the Jamaicans, the Haitians. They don't give a damn about that, man. As long as they can try to get that, catch the hold of that dream, that's what it all matters, man.
Right.
But they still don't never get it.
That's right.
Hey, what is that right there? Who wrote that?
Karate.
Oh.
Like camps.
Oh.
Like camps. Continue about the show.
Huh?
And trust in oppression and perverseness. That's right, the perverseness of Esau, man, of Eve. And stay therein.
Yeah, and they trust in that their laws, statutes, commandments. They believe in equality, harmony. You know, all men are created equal. That's both. Where in America has every man been equal, man? You know, why is there a ghetto and why is there a gated community? It just doesn't make fucking sense, man. And if your black ass go over there, there will be problems, man. Why you think Jake goes to certain places and something bad things happen? Because ain't nobody equal here, man.
Sundown towns.
Hey, there you go, man.
There's still sundown towns. They will lynch your black ass or you know what I'm saying, and you'll be deleted, man.
You go somewhere, you will never go back home. And let's look at and another thing, the sex trafficking industry that has picked up on a high major scale. You know.
Right.
Go ahead.
Come. Verse 13. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall.
Because how can a country stolen, bloodshed, become to any fullness? Why you think? What was it? What did the Lord tell? Who was it? Cain that slew Abel. His blood cried out to me, man.
Right. Yep.
That's where the Lord cursed Cain.
Nope.
And that's the thing. And we understand when you break it down to the scripture, we understand Cain is Esau. Right?
That's right.
But the thing about it, people fail to realize that. How are you going to slaughter a whole nation of continent of people and think there's going to be any type of peace
Right.
in this land?
Right.
Go ahead.
Swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant.
And that's why Jake can just have a normal day in his thoughts, knowing that he losing. He's like, you see these black ass women. I gotta say it like that, man. These black ass bitches being these BMWs, these Mercedes Benz with their little blonde hairs. And he's got this whole nonchalant, stout look, arrogant look. And you damn sure know it ain't no oil in that car. They got a check engine light on. You look at the tire tread, there's probably none on it.
Dent in the back bumper.
Dent in the back bumper. The shit, she using 87 gas, when them type of vehicle supposed to be 93 Supreme. So you know this shit fucked up. And that's why when she just riding down the street, bam, something just happened. You know?
Hey, if I could chime in, that's true story. This Jake woman I knew in the world, well, yeah, I knew her for a long time in the world. She had a self-entitlement spirit. In fact, she got deleted recently. When I was talking to her probably like 3 months before that, she was just talking about, shit about Kevin Samuel. I'm 44 years old, still getting niggas, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you just don't know. But the Lord just deleted her months after that. And I found out through social media. Yeah. Driving a BMW. Had a nice job, making 6 figures, all that shit, man.
Yeah, your tire just blow.
Yep.
You lose your mind.
Yep.
And you in the next fucking side of the highway.
What the Lord had to do, it was scary the way the Lord did it. And I'm still thinking about it because it made the news.
Damn.
And what she did, it was raining really bad on 95. She used to go back up and forth to MGM to gamble. She came back down 95 and it was raining so bad, the Lord had a tree come in the middle of the highway. So she tried to make a U-turn to go back. The car, oncoming traffic didn't see her. Bah! Damn! It lead her on impact. So it was a they call it a freak accident, but that shows you the vengeance of the Lord, man. The Lord don't play, man.
That's right. That's right, bro.
All that gadding abroad.
Yo.
You know? You see, these bitches don't realize, man, all this gadding abroad, you forsaking, you being entitled to the house, making the house a happy home, you being nurturing, cooking, and doing womanly duties. See, you fell for that plane. You fell for the trick bag. See, that's why, these people that's crying, we don't have pity on you. Because we've been telling our people, this is going to happen. Esau's setting a new world order. So when, people keep talking about crime going up, they're murdering, they're shooting. Well, what the fuck do you think? Esau did it so you people can become like this. Brute beast, man. He gave you the illusion of a woman can do bad by herself. A man can, a man can constantly chase his dream to be an old superstar. And then when he don't get it, he deletes. What the fuck do you think, man? This is all about the mind here. Once this go, it's over. And that's what the people didn't realize, man. You wasted all your time trying to chase $1 or a bag, and then this whole time this is going away. This is going to shit, man. Go ahead. There's more.
That was it on that.
Go ahead.
I got Genesis. I'm gonna jump to Genesis 4 real quick, and I'll jump back to Sirach. This is Genesis 4:8. It says, "And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him.
Yep.
And the Lord said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother?
Boy,
And
Cain's talking shit, right?
And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood cried out unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength.
And that's why America is known. It has to be, everything has really had to be imported. Nothing really grows here in America. Certain things grow, yes, I'm not going to take from that. But again, everything is imported here. This land is defiled, man. America would never come to the fullness. It can never be healed. It's not going to get better. There's too much bloodshed. Too much. I mean, the things that have been done here in America, it's just certain things that can never just be forgiven. Like, it's certain things that you can't even go, that, like the thing that's going on in America, like the law, it's like, yo, the law is to hold up things so it doesn't get like this. This is far too fathomable, way go past where, you know, this has to be a reset. You know, everybody just has to get it, man. Because the land is defiled. Here it is, you know, Esau bought drugs. You really have incest babies. The law was for things to be set in place so things like that won't happen. Right. So what happened when you have an incest child? That shit is fucked up. Right. It has to be put down. Right. Can't really nothing come from that, man.
Right.
Yep. So that's what has happened here in America. There's too much thing that has happened that should not have even happened. That's allowed to happen and keep flourishing, man. Keep going. That's why America has to be destroyed by nuclear missiles, man, by fire, and by the chariots, man. Right. And people be thinking, oh, why these people do this? Do you understand what the fuck is going on here in America? Or are you too busy all on social media, man? Right. Are you too busy on Netflix? All these little social media apps, all these little TV apps. What's going on with the celebrities, man? Go ahead.
It says, when thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth.
And that's what, and you look at the so-called white man, that nigga is a fugitive. Because he's constantly going around trying to enlarge his dwelling places. The nigga's not happy. You know? Because really he understands he's a nobody, man. He knows he's a biblical Edomite. That's why he took our nationality. He's trying to run with it, man. Go ahead.
It says, and Cain said unto the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall.
So basically, let you know right there, the Lord won't deal with him no more until the judgment. And that's why when Esau and Jacob was born, that's why the Lord had it set up like that. Jacob got the birthright. Right. He won't deal with Esau. Why going back to that mark, that Cain, that mark that the Lord put on Cain?
He bore that mark when he came back as Esau.
Yep. His skin wasted away.
Yeah. Because Cain was actually dark skinned.
Yep.
If I can say,
go ahead, bro.
If I may, and that's how you know, first of all, reincarnation exists because Cain really never received judgment for that.
Nope.
There you go.
And you know that seed line had to continue.
Yeah.
You know, for that judgment to ultimately take place. So vocab alone talking about Esau done away with. Yeah. Well, when did this judgment happen?
And it actually goes into that. You know, it says.
And that's why. And this is the personal vendetta, because like he's ready to say, only the Lord's is gonna take him down.
Right.
Go ahead.
It says. And I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth, and it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. And the Lord said unto him, therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain.
And that's why nobody can really mess with him right now. Right. Because it really is going to be a personal judgment that's going to happen to Esau.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, that's why we gotta wait on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, because we can't even come against this devil, man. All right, we gotta wait on the Lord, man. You know, or the Lord will take us down, man.
This goes back from the beginning.
Yeah, the Lord has reserved the so-called white man, ultimately these wicked elites, for a particular distinctive judgment.
Right. So you think it's personal with us? You know, we're angry with the so-called white man. You damn right we hate the so-called white man. But how much more the Lord? Right. He's been, setting them up, for that great day to come.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, Yahweh Shai has been waiting in the heavens patiently for his day of vengeance, for his day of return. And he doesn't even know the day, time, or hour that he's going to be able to return and execute vengeance and also bring deliverance for the elect, man.
And fugitive, aren't they good with lying? Like, can you pull up a skill of a fugitive? Pull up a skill of a fugitive, if you can find it. But fugitives are real good liars. And see, that American dream is a good skill doctrine that was taught by a liar.
Well, first, bro, pull up the definition of
Yeah, I
fugitive.
was getting that too. I was going to get that, literally.
Because I'm pretty sure a fugitive is a person on the run. So you
Yep.
got to have some
Yep.
particular skills. You got to have some particular skills to stay on the run.
Look at that and look up skills of a fugitive.
Fugitive, a person who has escaped from a place or is in hiding, especially to avoid arrest or persecution.
And that's
There you
why
go.
us bringing out the fugitive and exposing them, that's why Esau don't like it. You know, we've been talking shit by all the other nations, Ham, Moab, Ammon. They're not crying.
Right.
You don't see them, them brews is talking about us. No. But we get on Esau, that's when, it's a problem. We get on Amalek, the Jays, it's anti.
Yeah.
We need, to cut the feed, cut the live stream, cut the video, cut it, shut the internet down.
Yeah, the so-called black, the so-called black man in America is not a problem for these other nations, for these nations in Afghanistan, Iraq. You know what I'm saying? These different parts of the land. But you hear the what was it, the Israel spokesperson? The woman.
Yeah.
I forgot her title.
Yeah.
You know, but she said the main problem of the earth is you so-called. Did you say men or was it just
So the
black men.
black youth.
yeah,
black
black
youth.
youth? Okay, yeah, it's the black
In
youth
America.
in America, man. You don't hear these other nations saying that, man.
Right.
They could care less, man. You know, they ain't worried about what we saying.
Right.
You know, concerning the scriptures or concerning who they are, man.
The most
You know?
pushback we get is from Esau in 2/3.
Yep.
Ishmael don't care. We never have no debate
Yeah.
with a
Yeah.
No, ain't nobody. We come
And
with
these other-
Quran.
Right.
Yeah.
We never had that.
These other nations are more in tune with their heritage as well.
Right.
Yeah.
They're like, so you said I'm an Ishmaelite? Okay.
Right,
know that.
Right.
We already knew that.
We know we
That's
Abraham and
what's up.
Keturah.
You know?
They know this.
They gonna wear that. They gonna wear that on their shirt. Like, okay, you know. But you tell Esau, because Esau got the short end of the stick.
Even Ham, we'll tell Africa come up here, man, you're a Hamite. They'll be like, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, they
That's
don't
what
say
they
that.
say.
Fuck you. They don't say, they don't
Yeah,
say
yeah.
that, man.
Especially
They just,
so.
they just walk off and man, whatever. You know?
Yeah, you tell Esau that he's an Edomite, especially these so-called Christian Edomites. Oh yeah, they got a problem with that.
Man,
Man.
just say,
'Cause they know a little bit about the Bible.
all you gotta say, just start talking about the atrocities that the so-called white men did. Everybody.
I know, right?
Oh yeah.
That cuts everything. It's like a record stops. It stops.
Yeah.
But why is that? Because he's a fugitive, man. When you start exposing this fugitive, that's when tensions get hot. That's when it starts to get hot in the kitchen. You can talk about everybody else in the world. When you talk about that fugitive, boy, oh boy, you got more?
That's it.
I was
That's
looking
it.
that up, bro. And
Nothing?
I got something.
I got
else.
some
they
more on
touch- they
Sirach.
touch on it.
Go ahead, bro.
Oh, you want definition? Go ahead. I'm still.
No, go ahead with the definition. I just got to appreciate.
Well, this is the characteristic of a fugitive.
Oh, yeah,
I
go
think,
ahead. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
It says characteristics of a fugitive or runaway
Yeah.
is a person who is fleeing from custody, whether it be from jail, a government arrest, government or non-government questioning.
Yeah, Esau's trying to run from slavery, man.
Yo.
We ain't gonna be able to run from it. The judgment's already set. All right, the judge is Yahweh. You know, so he's trying to run away from his judgment. You know, hey, you've already been tried. You've already been found guilty. Your sentence has already been given out. You know,
Right.
you got it, brother.
It says, let me see, all these pop-ups. It says,
Yeah, just like going into Genesis 4. Hey, my punishment is more than I can bear. Hey, his judgment, his future judgment has already been set for 1,000 years of hard slavery. You know, continual employment, and then he's gonna be exterminated off the face of the earth, man. You know, he said,
Yeah.
"What? I can't do that.
Yeah.
It's too. There's no way I can do that. No, I gotta fight it. You know." And you see this devil trying to fight. You know, his judgment, man. Go ahead, bro.
just a little bit. It says, suggested characteristics of a fugitive. Some fugitives are legitimate cons.
Yep.
There you go. I was thinking that.
Esau was the first, the ultimate con man. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Didn't he bury him?
Huh?
He buried Abel, didn't it? If I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
Yeah, more.
That's it.
I got one. It said, how do you know if someone is a fugitive? It said, people in hiding are sometimes identified by the desire to avoid being noticed. Fugitives, how do you got to be skilled in lying and so to speak to avoid being noticed.
Hey, can I say something
You
right
got
quick?
it, bro.
That's why you don't see the elites.
Yeah.
That's
man.
why
They
they
got skills.
doing
Yeah.
all this shit on earth, but you don't see them.
And he could be a plain Jane cracker with his hand in his pocket and walk right
He could have
down
walked
the
about all the
Yup.
camps
Yeah.
many times.
Yup.
Hey, the leaders of this earth could have been walking past us multiple times and we would have never known. You know what I'm saying? And they can do that.
And that's what-
Hop out of like a normal car,
Uh-huh.
walk up, look at the sign,
Right.
and walk the
Walk
fuck
right
off.
Hey, that's why they give you an illusion of what rich is. A
Yup.
nigga
Yeah.
with goatee,
Yep.
Yeah.
talking to
Right,
his
some
money.
money.
Nigga, Kanye West can't do that.
Yeah.
Jay-Z can't do that. He
Yeah,
can't even ride in the car, man. Somebody will spot him through the
Diddy
window.
about to go through the window. So that nigga ain't got no problem. They give Jake.
So they call them blue bloods.
Who's that? What's that?
They call it blue bloods. Your blood is blue.
Mhm.
Your body.
What you talking about, the elites?
Yeah. That's what it's called.
Yeah, I've heard
I
heard that
I
term
heard
before.
that term.
Come.
But yeah, that's Edomites are good at that, and they're good with illusion. They make Jake seem as if they're rich or nigga rich, but
Yup.
at the end of the day, they have no power.
Yep.
Them Edomites, the elites, they can do something and nobody's questioning.
Yep.
He can slaughter the whole town and then set a whole narrative,
Yep.
or then it just fade away. Pizzagate.
Right. Yep. Yep. Hawaii.
Right.
Go send
Oh,
Oprah.
man.
Go send Oprah and what's that guy name? The football player, The Rock.
The
Yeah.
Rock.
Go send them.
Oh yeah,
Go send them.
Or they can do something. R. Kelly,
Yep. Yeah.
throw him up.
Right.
Aaliyah, underage. To her, throw another accusation up.
Right.
Like now look at Diddy. All these people throwing an accusation, but the whole time look at what the Edomites are doing,
Yep.
man. So it says, fugitives may be mild-mannered, have no digital footprint, keep no photos of themselves or their family, or hide
Yeah, see,
identifiable.
the wicked elites, they don't have no digital footprint. You know, you can't track them. You really don't know their whereabouts. The majority of the people don't even know that they exist,
Right.
and that's how they want it, man.
He said, Rothschild.
Right.
What are you talking about?
Right.
But you put up Kanye. Oh yeah, Kanye just
Right.
103,000 and he dropped the album.
Right.
But you talk about these bankers, the BlackRock. Oh, BlackRock. What are you
Right.
talking about?
Right. I don't know.
It says, or hide identifiable clothing labels. You get the point. They're good at hiding, lying, trying to blend in like a chameleon. So that takes a skill. Esau had that skill. You got it, bro.
Cunning.
And going back to what the brother's bringing out, one of his skills is his goddamn dream. So he can further his society, and that's what Esau does. He rules with lust. Cause once you, again, if you don't understand what's going on and don't control your lust, really nothing doesn't matter to you no more but pleasing this flesh. So you're not worried about what's really going on. You're just worried about pleasing your flesh. So if you're a dude that can't control himself sexually, or you desire sexual, you're not worried about nothing else. But the whole time this old white man is trying to get away, he just taking your rights. Ultimately gonna put the chip on you. Fuck it. But you get the point. You put the object in you, it's over after that, man. You can think whatever you want to think now, but once he can cut you off, he got it, man. He got the agenda in you now. But we're telling our people, forewarning our people before that happens, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It says, divination, soothsaying, and dreams are vain, and the heart fancieth as a woman's heart in travail.
That money.
If they be not sent,
And when a woman is in travail, we already see women. When they're in travail, they're not ready for war. They're not ready for combat. They're ready to be spoiled. We
Yup.
took it, A woman's mindset is not, everybody know when a gun and war and violence break out, what do women do? Their first reaction is scream or just be taken.
yep,
And that's what happened. That's what ultimately what Esau wants the mind of these people to be. Easy taken, easy prey.
Yep.
For what? For the object to go inside of them. Really, like you read the book of what is it, Sun Tzu. They tell you the best war of fighting is a war not fought. A bloodless war is better than a bloody war.
Yep.
You got it.
Continued on, it says, if they be not sent from the Most High in thy visitation, set not thy heart upon them. For dreams have deceived many, and they have failed that put their trust in them. And that's the majority of all people. They've put their trust in Martin Luther King, which ultimately was the dream of the so-called white man, the wicked elites. He was just a platform for them to spread their dream upon you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And y'all ate it right up. Because that's how Esau works. He's not going to come out on the forefront and speak and say these things himself. Because technically, they, you know, like we were going into, they're going to be like, who the hell are you? You know? The wicked elites can come up on the forefront and show their face and say something. People be like, you're not Joe Biden. You're not Donald Trump.
Like him. Look like him.
Who are you? You're not Putin.
Look like him.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You look like him.
They're like, what kind of authority do you
Or
have?
him. Or him. Look.
He said, or him.
Look like him.
Yeah.
People like, who
You know
the
what I'm saying?
Well, you'll start laughing.
And people be like, man, shut up, man. We're not listening to you.
Clown.
You know?
So they'll go get Jake.
Yeah.
They look like you, sellout puppet.
Yep, yep. It
Nigga
said,
like that, man, you can tell he never did anything hard in his life. He doesn't have to know how to talk a great sentence. He has money. He has power. He got underlings.
he said, I make sentences. It says, for dreams have deceived many, and they have failed that put their trust in them. The law shall be found perfect without lies, and wisdom is perfection to a faithful mouth.
Ooh.
A man that had travailed knoweth many things. Slaki. A man that had traveled knoweth many things. And he that hath much experience will declare wisdom.
That's right.
He that hath no experience knoweth.
And that's the thing about it, you know, traveling and seeing different places, you really understand how the so-called white man has really oppressed the whole world. His whole world. And that's why he has to be taken down. Everywhere you go is oppression.
Yep.
Everywhere you go, you see other nations trying to rise up and trying to fight against this devil. You know, that's why you understand. You know, now we understand why the other nations is hating the so-called white man now. Now we understand why it's about to be war. We're on the brink of war. But these nations are tired of the so-called white man.
Right.
Now we Africa, the Hamites. Now they're sick of the devil. Now they're making leave with Russia and China, man. But but think about it, we don't really regard what they're saying because we've been feeling this devil.
Yep.
This devil been doing all these atrocities done upon so-called blacks, Latino, Hispanic, Native Americans, man. Y'all just now seeing it, man. Y'all just now speaking up. We've been speaking up about it. That's why you had, the so-called Black Panthers, the Young Lords, the Brown Pride. That's why you had a lot of Jake that eventually just rising, got sick and tired and started banging it out, man.
Right.
But then Esau was set the narrator, or he was a crazy nigga.
Yep.
Cause when they bring Jake out, they bring out the nigga childhood. Oh, he was born here. He grew up in a single mama, and the daddy was on drugs, and he bring out the whole. They'd be like, oh God. But they don't say the fact that the so-called white man oppressed him, man.
Right.
Him and his people.
Yeah.
Can I bring this up right quick, Mattathiah?
Go ahead, bro.
Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken.
Yep.
The nations had drunken.
The American dream. Hey, you got people still coming here thinking it's a land of milk and honey.
Right.
That's a fucking dream.
Yep.
You know, a hell of a dream.
Yep.
But when they get here, they be like, hold on.
They looking for the milk and the honey.
And
They found gravel.
Concrete.
Concrete, gravel,
Asphalt. And the thing about it, they get here and they see us fucked up, but they still drunk off the dream. They don't need. They're like, yo, I didn't sign up for this. I'm out of here. They stay here and get caught up in the taxes and in the trap.
It says the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
And you see that? Yep.
It's like, and I brought that out too because these nations that made league with America, Esau took on like women's liberation, democracy, all these different philosophies that they weren't accustomed to.
Moism.
Moism. Exactly. All that stuff so they could come in with these trade agreements.
Okay, remember what's one of Ham's push? they said we gotta be a league with with the Moes, man.
Yup,
We
yup.
gotta bring that over here.
Right.
We're not, hey, I think the Kenyan president said we're not down with
not
that.
down with that.
We're not. No, we're
Right.
not for it.
Right.
Right.
I mean, Esau, he's like Dino Brown in the New Jack City with the Rockwaller, and he's stabbing people in the hands. They supposed to be on your team. You a tyrant to your own team.
Yup.
These nations, they were waiting to get the nuclear weapons. They were waiting to get it so they could just rebel against them.
And they're saying, damn. So if I don't agree with you, you come and cut us off, or you put an embargo.
Right.
Basically, they're saying you put an embargo on us.
Oh, is that the one?
No, old school. But he said, you put what say? What Ham was basically saying that they're fining them.
Oh yeah. They're not gonna fund them.
Yeah, they're not
When
gonna fund them. Yup.
Kamala Harris over there.
Yep.
Kamala, whatever her name.
Then
is.
they're overtaxing them.
Yup.
They're taking more resources.
Yup.
They're finding out that hey, Esau the devil.
Yup.
That's all it is.
Yup.
You know.
And-
And that ain't, you thought that you made league with the devil. You try to make peace with the devil. You thought he gonna give you a piece of the pie. No,
Right.
he's just gonna make it more vigorous and vigorous for
Right.
you. And now the nations are angry, man.
Right.
And that's why you see these nations are breaking away from America. And Esau is really losing his power and see that he doesn't have that influence no more.
Right.
That's why ultimately he has to go to the object.
Right. And if I can say, you don't really become mad until you become sober. Because they've been taking on the philosophies for a while, but then they start seeing their women rebelling, women climbing up on the light poles twerking with their covering on, like the women in I think it's Iran or Iraq.
Yeah.
It's like Iran.
One of those countries,
Yup.
man. They're not used to that.
Right.
That women was in, they wicked for the
talking
most.
back.
Talking back.
Right.
You know.
They seeing T.I. little ugly ass son
Right. Wide mouth.
talking shit. So
Talking
then they
shit.
kids talking shit.
Right.
You know, a lot of people are tuning in and seeing what's going on with America, man.
Yeah.
It's a cesspool here.
Right.
Yeah, if that was 20 years ago, man, I don't care if you was a celebrity.
Right.
You wasn't about to let your kid talk to you like
Hell
that.
no.
No.
And Boosie daughter.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
mean, it's just
yeah.
we all understand them celebrities are sold out.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
get the point.
Yeah.
They, these celebrities are really like the back pocket of you, so
Yeah.
and they promote that bullshit. You know. But it's still all in all that they're pushing and narrate that agenda. But you really have kids out here doing this in real life, man.
Facts.
You don't have no disregard of their parents.
Yeah.
And that's why them other nations are fighting against Esau, trying to get them out of here now,
Yeah.
because they don't want that shit in their countries, man. Go ahead.
It says, he that hath no experience knoweth little, but he that hath traveled is full of prudence.
And think about it, see, that's why the scripture says, if you don't understand the carnal, how can you understand the spiritual? See, Jake really has been stuck in their little dwelling quarters, the ghetto, the inner cities, north side, south side, the east end, the west end, your block, P block, O block. Jake really hasn't gone nowhere. So all Jake knows is wherever the hell he's been watching or what's going on in the neighborhood. That's why Jake fails. That's why a lot of times when Jake's come across his truth, it sounds offensive. But really, Esau did it, got you in a stuck, in such a small mindset. It's easy to control you, man. You know. Go ahead.
It says, when I traveled, I saw many things.
That's why Jake really waking up now since he got them passports. Since Jake got them passports, man, things have been changing.
Yeah,
man.
I know, right?
Jake done got fed up. Jake really see the so-called black man realizing, shit, I am a god. I am a king. Damn, this bitch, my mama lied to me. My mama lied to me.
Hey,
man.
when this verse goes into that,
got it,
that's
bro.
beautiful that you said that. It says, I'm going to read verse 11 again. This is Sirach 34 and 11. It says, when I traveled, I saw many things, and I understood more than I can express.
Damn. And see, the passport bros are seeing these things.
Yup.
You know?
Yep. He said there ain't no weave over here. Oh, everybody got real hair?
Yup.
You know?
Yup.
Ain't got to worry about no gremlins running around.
He said, and then a
For the
lot of
most
Jake,
part.
and a lot of Jake is trying to figure out ways to get out of America permanently, set up businesses,
Yup.
really like talk.
Uh-huh.
They see, Jake is realizing how much lied, how much he's been lied to in America.
Facts.
And when he go over there, he really see like, oh wow,
Yeah.
damn.
That shit make you mad.
Like they always say, ain't no place like America.
Yeah.
Ain't no place like America. You know, America this, America that. In them other countries, everybody live underneath rocks. That's bullshit. They taught Jake that so he can be scared, so you can keep your black ass here and be a slave, and they can make billions and millions off you.
Yep.
You got it?
It's the last verse, verse 12.
And then use your own woman against you, because the so-called black. That's why the so-called black woman is bugging out in there because of the passport bros. Because now she can't use her magic on them. Go ahead. That black girl magic. That black girl magic, demonic. She learned that from Esau.
Esau, yo.
You got it?
This is Sirach 34 and
That
12.
dream, you got it?
It says, I was oft times in danger of death, yet I was delivered because of these things.
Yep.
It says, the spirit of those that fear the Lord shall live, for their hope is in him that saveth them.
That's right, not the American dream. And we understand, we go to Psalm, the first chapter, he that feareth the Lord shall be like a tree planted. So we don't have nothing to worry about here, on the houses and the byways, warning our people. Because that's, through Yahweh Shah, we out here, and through that reward that we want, we have work we have to show forth.
Facts.
Give me, you done with that?
Let me read these last two verses. Salakia. It says, Whoso feareth the Lord shall not fear nor be afraid, for he is his hope. Blessed is the soul of him that feareth the Lord, to whom doeth he look, and who is his strength. I want to read verse 16, and you got it, bro. It says, for the eyes of the Lord are upon them that love him.
Yep.
He is the...
So the Lord delighteth in those who put forth action and shows, your belief, who you believe in, especially in these days of time. Because again, that philosophy and those, that says in Colossians 2 and 8, it's been, that's been a good device for Esau. He's a fugitive, man. He makes that philosophy strong, look real. Like again, he's made those movies. I mean, again, just going back to the movies, the visuals, man. It really has blinded the minds of these people. Why people become corrupt? Because of TV.
Right.
It's what they see in front of them. That's why everybody wants to be a rapper, because that's what they've been dumped down, duped down. Even with so-called Puerto Ricans, they all want to be a pop or reggaeton superstar. But that's all they've been taught,
It says, for the eyes of the Lord are upon them that love him. He is their mighty protection and strong stay, a defense from heat.
That's why we don't vote. We understand, voting get you nowhere. We've been voting ever since goddamn we had the so-called rights to do so. And we look even more bad. Right?
It says, a defense from heat and a cover from the sun at noon.
Bad times.
A preservation from stumbling and a help from falling.
Yeah, so, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding should be the stability. So that's going to preserve you to not to stumble and fall for the chaps of Esau. Going into the having the spiritual armor. So you can what? So you can do what? Withstand the what? The wiles, the trickery, the lies of the devil. Man. Give me that.
You ready for it?
Yep.
Romans 1 and 25.
But 2/3 have fell for it. Go ahead.
Romans 1 and 25, the GNT. It says, they exchanged the truth about the Most High for a lie.
Yep. So Jake said, man, it's not going to do us no good. It's no beneficial to us, man.
Damn.
We just going to stay here. We're going to believe in a dream and try to get this bag and this money. But we want to please the flesh. There you go.
If I could say,
that's not even rap, man.
I know, right?
That's not even music.
Rap is the new rap.
Damn.
Yeah, it is.
Heavy metal. Listen to heavy metal. That's what
Yeah, Jake, Esau that had it. Esau said, fuck genres. We gonna have black niggas do ever. Do all of it, man. I wish you could put a camera on that nigga. That's not a white boy. Tell him that's not an Edomite. That's a nigga. You got it?
It reads on. They exchanged the truth about the Most High for a lie. They worship and serve what the Most High has created instead of the Creator himself.
Yep.
Who is to be praised forever among.
Yep.
Verse 26. Because they do this, the Most High has given them over to shameful passions.
So what happened is, our people have given the so-called blacks, Latino, Hispanics, he allowed them to really believe in the American dream, which is not going to get them nowhere. You're walking up and down the street, gadding abroad, thinking you're getting somewhere. You're not getting nowhere. believing in the so-called white man and his goddamn in America, man. Keep voting. You about to celebrate Christmas, man.
I know, right?
You just got over Thanksgiving. Now you about to worship Xmas, man.
Yep.
Christmas, man. Nimrod, right?
It reads on.
And then New Year's. It goes into Janus, right?
Verse
Gods and idols.
Verse 26 says, even the women pervert the natural use of their sex by unnatural acts.
And they use that to hold against you, have leverage over you, and
Yep.
power over you. And you to worship them and bow down to them. Because that's why a woman hold pussy from you.
Yep.
Really, no woman is supposed to be holding pussy from you.
Right.
When you deal with a woman, a man knows what you want. You don't, man, hey bro, there's no woman that are friends with you. You talk to a woman, you really want to fuck her.
Yep.
And I'm gonna say it blunt like
Yep.
that. I don't want to, hey buddy, hey friend, what's up my nigga, what's up my dog. Man, what the fuck is that? That's newly created shit.
Right.
My homeboy, what's up homegirl.
Right.
Nah, man, fuck out of here. That shit sounds funky.
Right.
That shit don't even sound right, right?
It says, verse
And
27.
see, women can play these little gray areas and trick off of you. And
Yep.
play on your senses, man.
Yep.
Right?
Verse 27, in the same way the men give up natural sexual relations with women and burn with passion for each other.
Damn. So the rise of Moism is going to increase. And it's only going to get worse. And you would think, in the book of Jude, the Lord left, left an example of what he did to Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yep.
You would think people would read that and be like, oh, no, I ain't down with that.
Right.
But, hey, that just showed you that American dream.
And
that strong dream, right?
so like, and all of this started from them exchanging the truth for a lie.
Yep.
They rejected the words of the Lord.
Yep.
So the Lord gave them up for vile affections. I mean, it ain't because it just happened by accident. No, the Lord like, okay, this ninja wanna ignore me. I'm gonna make him a moat. It's embarrassing, man. That's shameful.
And that's why Jake is getting caught left and right with trannies and Jake smashing them.
Hey.
Jake smashing each other with the weed. All that, man, bro. It's wild, man.
Yeah.
There's nothing out here.
Yeah.
It really, if you're not around brothers, man, there's really no point in hanging out. Cause everybody's weird, man. Everybody is fucking weird. I mean, yeah, you go to the gym, you gotta do what you gotta do. You might go out, get something to eat. You might take a chick somewhere. But overall, if you got one, man, all this little hanging out and just trying to be out here, and trying to be amongst the world, man, fuck all that, man.
Right.
Trying to be friends with the world, man. Everybody's mind is fucked. It's corrupt. It's polluted, right?
It reads on, verse 27. Romans 1:27 says, men do shameful things with each other. As a result, they bring unto themselves the punishment they deserve for their wrongdoing.
And it's crazy because that's in the New Testament.
I know,
In
right?
any version you read, it says the same thing. The Lord is not down with the Moism, man. And again, it really has increased in these last days. And it has increased probably because the world is becoming more what? Ungodly,
Yep.
man. Right?
Verse 28, because those people refuse to keep in mind the true knowledge of the Most High, He has given them over to corrupt minds.
Because it's crazy. Because back in the day, you did not see so many so-called black men that are bugged out like this.
Facts.
Like back, that was, now you might have seen that amongst Northern Kingdom.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say, yes, they were freaky and weird. But you did not see so-called black men as mold as you see today.
I know.
But ever since, that Christianity and that Catholicism and, the destruction of the so-called black household and the more, integrated that the so-called blacks got to America, they just got more freaky, man. Because one time the so-called black woman, you wouldn't dare her to hear her talking how what she does. And she's the new Marilyn Monroe.
Yep. Damn.
Everybody knew the so-called black woman, so-called white woman was a goddamn slut and a whore. But the so-called black woman done surpassed her.
Romans 1:28.
Uh-huh.
GNT says, because those people refuse to keep in mind the true knowledge of the Most High, He has given them over to corrupt minds.
Corrupt minds.
Damn.
That's right. So since especially, you got the truth out here every week. Videos out left and right. But Jake again, no regard. So, you know, you get caught up in your thoughts, the American dream, you're not getting nowhere. So, and you want attention, and you want, you know, you want to be something out here, but unfortunately, there's certain ways you got to do to get those, and it's corrupt. So eventually, and the Lord allows your corrupt mind to lead you into that destruction. Go ahead.
So that they do the things they should not do.
Uh-huh.
Verse 29, they are filled with all kinds of wickedness, evil, greed, and vice.
And when you go amongst the average so-called black, Latino, Hispanic, Native American, they're fucking evil. I don't care if they're older or young, or a young child. Even little children are evil.
Yep.
Have become corrupt and wicked as hell. You just look at them like, man, them little niggas gotta die. Go ahead.
They are full of jealousy, murder, fighting, deceit, and malice.
And that's all, and it's prevalent. It shows. Go ahead.
They gossip.
I'll switch it over in a few. Go ahead.
They gossip and speak evil of one another.
Uh-huh.
They are hateful to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Insolent.
And that's why we hate 2/3. Go ahead.
Insolent, proud, and boastful. They think of more ways to do evil.
And that's all Jake do.
Yo.
The more the time goes by, you would think Jake will repent. No, they just get worse.
Right.
Hey, that's why the scripture said the whole head is sick.
Yo.
You know, why it's stricken down anymore? Only thing you're gonna do is get worse and worse.
Yo.
That's why the Lord eventually, Jesus had to destroy these niggas. And that's why Jake, you know, they always talk this building the black, man, fuck the black community.
That's right.
The only way to fix the so-called black community is violence and death.
Yo.
And then you set up a new righteous order. Go ahead.
It says,
And fuck the so-called Latino community, man. Because they're so idled out. Go ahead.
it reads on, they think of more ways to do evil. They disobey their parents. They have no conscience. They do not.
Don't. Man, they don't. Go ahead. Hey, you good, bro.
It says they have no conscience. They do not keep their promises. And they
It's
show.
always easy for a nigga to cross
I
you.
know, right?
You know, that, hey, Jake will look you dead in the eyes.
I'll pay you back next
Oh
week.
man, they'll shake your hand, you know, write a contract.
Yup.
Jake will still break his promise, man. Jake wicked, man. You can't fuck with Jake.
Right.
You'd be a fool if you think you could have all these so-called black, Latino, Hispanic friends.
Yo.
Fuck the 2/3,
Yup.
man. Go ahead.
The scripture say, ye are of your father the devil.
Yep.
Because he the same way. Well, he told the Native Americans, y'all keep that side, we're going to stay over here.
Yep.
This little portion right here. The next you know, he's sending them
We want
small.
some more land.
We want some more land.
Yeah.
We need some more space. We, you know,
Yeah, we're not comfortable.
Margie had, you know, we got some kids.
He said, you know what? They like buffalo. Let's go kill the buffalo. And it's many more things, you know. Look at the devastation, the book, The Devastation of the Indies, man. We and you went and did a lesson on that, man. You know? They say, they said, damn, he bought me this month ago. How much more they got? Shit. He said, we're gonna make a decree. If they fall, if they don't bring us this amount each day, his hands is getting severed.
Right.
And they were doing it to leaving little kids, man. You know? And the so-called black man and Latino man have come just as evil as the so-called white man. Has become just like them.
Yeah.
Right? Surpass the deeds of the wicked. And Jake will tell you how to do certain things. You know, that nigga bring it down. Yeah, nigga, this way. He'll do it. And then the niggas better give him, listen up. Yeah. You be like, yo, this nigga's fucking wicked, man.
Yeah, man.
But to do good, the nigga can't tell you. Go ahead.
It reads on.
Nigga tell you how to stick up. Nigga tell you how to scheme from the mother, scheme from everybody.
Right.
But to do right, nigga can't tell you. Can't tell you none of that. And I you know, that's that. And I actually know people, man. Their uncles is. Their uncle was a drug dealer. My nephew gonna be a drug dealer. Then he gonna be a drug dealer. And he gonna be a drug dealer. But to do right, they can't tell you.
Right.
You know. He just hand down the wickedness. Jake just hand down wickedness to the next Jake. Go ahead.
It reads on, it says, verse 31, they have no conscience, they do not keep their promises, and they show no kindness or pity for others.
Yep.
They know that the Most High's law says that people who live in this way deserve death. Yet, not only do they continue to do these very things.
So it was. That's why the scripture said, "Tarry not."
Yo,
You know, tarry not turn. Do not add sin upon sin.
yo,
You know.
yo.
But go ahead.
It says, yet not only do they continue to do these very things,
But they continue to do it. Go ahead.
but they even approve of others who do them.
Those your niggas. That's why free my nigga.
Tay.
Free my nigga. Free that nigga. Free. Nah, give me Boosie. Nah, give me that. Yo, they love murderers, man.
Yo, I know,
Hey,
right?
hey, it shows you in the town of the new Yahweh Shah, what is
Barabbas.
Barabbas, man.
Yo.
They say, hey, who do y'all want? Give us the thief, Barabbas.
Damn, boy.
They said, slay Yahweh Shah.
Hey, Romans 9 and 6, man.
There you
all,
go.
all Israel is not Israel, man. Fuck these.
So that shows you a
Right.
snippet of niggas back in the day. How much more today?
That's right.
If they had us picked up in a nigga rapper, who you think they gonna pick?
They said, give us Diddy.
Right, I know, right?
Yo.
Give us Diddy.
He brought,
Yo.
Yo,
you know the
Yo.
charges? Y'all know the charges he was brought up
Bro.
on?
he raped women.
Give us
Right.
Diddy.
Right.
He did it to little kids too. We'll take Diddy.
Diddy.
Lock
Let
those
go, Diddy.
guys
Take that.
up.
Take that. Take
Rude niggas, lock them
He
up.
said,
Get rid
scum of
of
the
them.
earth.
Yo.
He said, I sentence you to 1,000 years.
Dang, boy.
Take Dark Diddy.
Right.
That's a new.
Give
new
us
reinvention.
Diddy.
Yeah. Because these people hate us without a cause, man.
That's right.
They hate the prophets for no reason at all, man. Because we're not in tune. You know, we don't go with the flow and we don't go with the course of society. You know, so our people despise us because we're not pushing the American dream. We're not pushing to be a millionaire.
That's right.
You know, we don't have this plan to get successful in America, man. You know, so our people, they believe a lot of the words that we say, but really they're so affiliated with this world and fueled and motivated to chase the ladder of success, you know, that they really could care less, man. If it ain't got, hey, like Jake likes to say, if it don't make money, it don't make sense. So if it ain't about being successful and getting, you know, becoming a multi-millionaire and be getting all types of you know, views and likes and becoming a success in America and various other parts of the earth, Jake really don't want to hear about it, man.
Yeah, that's why the scripture says, you know, they prophesy me good things and sweet things.
Right.
You know, don't talk to me about the truth and how reality is going to keep. Don't mess up my dream.
Right.
You know,
Don't wake me
don't
up.
burst my bubble.
Yeah.
And what was that movie?
Matrix.
No, Spike Lee can't do the right thing.
Do
He
the
said,
right
"Wait,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, they want to stay asleep,
Yup.
you know, because hey, when you're asleep, you're relaxed, you're comfortable. You
Yep.
ain't got to worry about what's going on around you.
You gotta deal with reality.
Yeah, you're not in tune
You got to
with
face no
reality,
challenge."
you know.
That's right.
So, and that's the state of mind that they want to stay in. And Esau, you know, he has had a heavy impact in putting our people to sleep, which ultimately he's controlled by the Most High Yahweh.
Hey, you look at a nigga and be like, yo, you're my man. You know, there's many niggas that died acting like you. But I ain't gonna be the one. Like, God,
Maybe
Yo.
he said, well, maybe
Yo.
I can just be that one.
yeah.
Right.
You got the black
Yeah.
woman that you walk. You can just see the bitches. When you see a black woman with the wig, the makeup, little tight little spandex, and she just got that little fake walk. You can sit here and pull her to the side and tell her, don't you know this woman that's 50 years old that thought the same thing like you? Well, I got a chance.
Right.
You know what?
I got a degree. I got a PhD.
You know what? I'm a PhD. You know what? You got it. You got it, baby girl. You got it. You know? You can't tell Jake nothing. Go ahead.
Done. I got one. St. John 15:18. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
Yep.
Verse 19, if ye were of the world will love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you.
Yep.
Going into what Matthew was speaking about. You know, this world really hates us. They would choose between, you know, because we come to the same mindset as Yahweh Shai. You know, they hated Yahweh Shai and what he stood for. He wasn't of the world. He wasn't in the black culture mentality. You know, he was seeking. He was about righteousness, man, and that's what we stand on.
He was hated more by his people than the other nations.
Hated more by his people than yep. Me and a brother we was talking about earlier went to the boxing match, and it was a heavy presence of bottom barrel 2/3, man. And they knew we didn't fit in. We just didn't fit in. We was there to support a fellow, Israelite who was 2/3.
Y'all went to the player haters ball.
Right.
He said, hate, I hate you, I hate all of you.
Right.
He said, I hate you so much.
Yeah, man. It was a lot going on, but you could tell that they looked at us with a disdain, like we didn't belong there. We just there to support, a boxer that we knew.
See, we don't like 2/3 for a reason.
Yo,
They don't, our people don't really, they have a reason, but they don't have a logical reason why they hate us, man. We hate them because they're wicked and they're against Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. We're supposed to hate those that hate the Lord. And the majority of our people, they hate the Lord, man. Go
They
ahead,
actually show it.
Didn't King David say the Lord was
I hate them with perfect hatred.
With perfect hatred, man.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna switch it out. You want two brothers speak.
me and Matt Pack?
Yep.
I got a precept too.
Go ahead, bro.
The
Let
book.
me get whatever you want. Let me know.
Okay, I read Amos. Amos 5:15. It says, "Hate the evil and love the good, and establish judgment in the gate.
Yep.
It may be that the Lord of hosts will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph."
Yeah, that's right, man. We're supposed to hate the evil, man. The majority of our people are evil as hell, man. So we dislike them. We don't like them.
Right.
And we're looking forward to their destruction, man. And Lord willing, we're part of that number. Hey, we want to witness that destruction, man, through the windows of the chariots, man. Can somebody hold 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter? 2nd Ezra 9? Start from the top. And, yeah, 2nd Ezra 9. Go ahead, bro. Do you have more on that?
I believe that's it. I'm going to read that again. Amos 5:15. Hate the evil and love the good, and establish judgment in the gate. It may be.
Yeah, we don't love no nigga that eats pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, smokes cigarettes, loves Jesus Christ, loves the so-called white man, votes, celebrates Christmas and Thanksgiving, you know what I'm saying, and is not willing to repent, and is stubborn. A nigga like that's gonna be destroyed, We're out there searching, not for your everyday Israelite, man. We're out there searching for the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, that is a part of the hopeful elect. The scripture says, seek out them that be like unto thee. We're out there searching for the elect. We're not out here searching for your everyday so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, man. We know the majority of our people are going to be destroyed, man. 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they're not going to make it, man. And they don't have a clue what's about to happen, man. They don't have a clue what's about to take place on the face of the earth. They think the current state of America is just going to continue and get better. This is just, we haven't even came into the beginning, of great mourning, distress, plagues, anguish, death. We ain't even gotten to the beginning, man. Go ahead, bro. Is that it? Slap.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it you want it?
Can somebody bring out that 2nd Ezra 9? Start from the top. The water.
I got the
Con, go ahead, bro.
The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently.
Yeah, see, the majority of our people, they don't know what time they're living in, man. Right. Hey, these wicked elites have more of a realization of the times, that they're living in and the times that we're in than you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You see their actions. You see what they're doing. You see them digging into the earth, putting bunkers and different establishment areas so they can ride out the great nuclear destruction that's going to take place, man. Go ahead, bro.
In itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past which I have told thee before.
Yep. Go ahead.
Verse 2. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time.
Yeah, see, the majority of our people, they don't understand, man. They're not taking heed to the signs, the things that are happening all over the four corners of the earth. They're not taking heed to the prophets, man. Hey, a sign is right before you. The men that are out in the highways and byways all over the four corners of the earth prophesying the downfall of America and the so-called white man.
If I can say something?
Go ahead, bro.
I never heard a Christian pastor say he's a prophet.
Yeah.
I never heard a Catholic, a dude that was in the Catholic, the priest, Pope. You never heard him say he was a prophet.
Yeah.
So now you actually have men that's on the
Yeah,
highway.
yeah.
The Bible saying the prophet.
Yeah, yeah.
And the prophet saying what's to come.
And the majority of these preachers, they don't. If you would ask them, they would say that there are no prophets on the earth no more.
Yep.
That the prophets died.
Yep.
And that was it.
Right.
Because they don't believe in reincarnation.
Why you think Jake was able to go into illusion? Because the pastor never taught them what's to come.
Yep.
Yeah.
They taught prosperity, happiness, Christmas, Easter. They taught you the good things of life.
Yeah.
But there is no good things here in America. It's, you know, like we're saying, America was established on bloodshed, man. How the fuck can anything be good?
Right.
Can I read this? Can
Go
I read
ahead,
that
bro.
real quick? 1 Samuel 9:9. Before a time in Israel, when a man went to inquire of the Most High, thus he spake, come and let us go to the seer.
Yep.
For he that is now called a prophet
Yep.
was before time called a seer.
Called a seer. You know, because they had visions.
Yep.
And they brought out those visions, and you know the people didn't want to hear it. They said, "Man, we ain't trying to hear
Right.
your vision. You know, we don't want to hear what's about to happen. We don't want to hear what we're supposed to do. You know, be quiet."
Prophets have more power than the king.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. There you go.
Yep.
Right.
You know?
They prophets were set up to reprove the king.
Yep.
God, you get that scripture says.
Daniel.
Yep.
You get that scripture says, "See the seeds of the prophets. The prophets are smooth things." Go ahead, bro.
Yep.
Oh, that's it on that.
Con, go ahead. Go back to that second of the 9.
Verse 2.
Yep.
This is 2 Esdras, chapter 9 and 2. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
So, hey, the Lord's about to visit the world which He made, which is going to come in calamities, plagues, great death and destruction. But the majority of our people, they don't see that. They don't realize that, man. You know, they think America, hey, is going to ride off into the sunset, man. Like we was going into talking about the American dream, and the majority of our people are chasing the American dream, which is not going to come to pass, man. I mean, the American dream is nothing but a facade to get you to
Right.
keep going along with the so-called white man system.
Hey, think about it. Who's getting richer?
Right.
Oh, you don't see the moms and the dads, pops shopping clothes. You seen all the great big Walmart, Food Lion, the great businesses. They're getting richer.
Right.
You seeing more wealth and more gaps divided in the rich and the poor.
Class.
More niggas on
Yep.
Section 8.
Yep.
More people on some type of aid.
Yeah.
And the rich is getting richer. Gated community.
Yep.
Who the fuck? You gotta think about who's really known for having money. It's all the white man. Nobody else is known here in America to have money. So that should spark your brain. But they got money to give you a grant. I mean, they'll loan you money to go to
Yeah.
school.
Right.
But they won't give you nothing.
Yeah.
Loan money for nothing else in this world.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Survival.
Yeah.
Give me a survival loan.
But see, the majority of our people, they don't really understand money and how money works.
Right.
All they see is a dollar bill and, you know, what certain things they can do with it. But they don't understand how that dollar really, as money as a system, how it works. Because
Yep.
really the so-called white man's just making money appear out of thin air.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
He's just making digits appear.
Yep.
He's printing the money.
Yeah.
It's not
Yep.
backed by gold, you know.
Yep.
He's just printing the money and making the digits appear on in an account.
Hey, go to your banker, go to your teller, and give them and tell them I want to deposit this much in your account. Before the money, they put the money in the machine.
Yep.
They give you a ticket. All right, there you go.
Yep.
That's on your.
Yep.
You like, God damn.
Yeah.
You ain't even put the money in the joint. That ain't show you right there. Everything is fucking digital.
Yep.
man.
That's right.
Yeah, these wicked elites, man, they don't count money.
Right,
They ain't got bank accounts
Right.
with numbers and digits,
Yeah.
which they do, but that's not how they dictate and gauge
Wealth.
their level of wealth. You know,
They have
They-
ownership, bro.
they got ownership. They
Own
own
city.
lands, man.
They
Yep.
own it.
You know, they're not paying taxes on the lands that they own. They set up governments. They set up wars. They got bunkers full of gold and diamonds, the precious things that they took from our temple, man, from the temple.
That's right.
You know,
Yep.
they got control and power. Money is nothing, man. If you ain't got control and you ain't got power,
Facts.
man, what is money, man?
Right.
You know, the person with control and power will come take your riches.
Facts.
He'll wage war on you. Since you got money and wealth, he'll wage war on
Right.
you
They take it.
and take your riches, put your people in captivity, you know, and take what he wants, man. Look what he did to our people,
And
man.
look at what they're doing, even to the say, oh, your great grandfather worked hard in the military. He built his land out there in the country somewhere. Well, all you got to do is just like, hey, well, You'll eventually get it back. Why?
Yeah.
Because if they don't pay the taxes, it
Yeah,
goes back to
yeah,
us
yeah,
anyway.
yeah,
yeah.
So then it show you there's no ownership here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And your grandfather paid this all.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Now, but you got to pay the taxes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And do you know how many kids from up north, New York and places like that, actually got land in like South Carolina from their grandparents?
Yeah.
But then they said, man, fuck that land. I don't know nothing about that land. They up east, haha, got it back.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why, look at what's going on now. Have anybody peeped it? Look at how they're widening the road now. They're expanding the road. You don't have no say so again. If they want to make that road bigger, and they go through your yard,
Yeah,
son of
yep,
a bitch is
they'll do it,
going through that
yep.
yard he goes, man.
Yep.
Why? Because you don't own it.
Yep.
That's right.
I remember they did that on the main, what is it, Route 60, Courthouse Road. Everybody had like acres of land, and they said,
They
we
did
make
that in
shit
Hawaii.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
With them,
With the highways.
no, they burn up all them houses.
Oh,
with
yeah,
the,
yeah, yeah,
with the, them laser beams.
Yeah, with them lasers. Yep.
You know, all them fires that just break out and the house just get burned
Yep.
up. And somehow these high influential leaders, Oprah and
Yep.
Mark Zuckerberg,
Right.
their houses didn't get burned
Right.
up
Even
in the
Puerto
midst of
Rico,
that fire.
they're doing that.
Yeah,
Yep.
because they wanted that land and they wanted that subdivision and them lands, but them people weren't
Yep.
trying to sell,
Yep.
or at least they weren't trying to sell for the price that they were offering.
Right.
You know, go ahead, brother. Oh, Salakia, bring that scripture out real
I
quick.
got
and
you.
We'll jump back a second.
This is the book of Isaiah 30 and 10, which say to seers, see not.
Skip up a verse.
I'll skip up. This is verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not
This is
hear.
talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. This Bible is only for you. It's not for these other nations. It's not for the
Right.
so-called white man. All right. Now, some of our people look like these other nations.
Yep.
You know, but this wisdom and knowledge is only for you Israelites. Go ahead, bro.
That's right. Lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yeah, they don't want to hear the law. They say that the law, statutes, and commandments are done away with. We can eat pork, shrimp, crab,
Right.
lobster.
Right.
You know,
Butter.
and we can do all these
Right.
different type of things. You know, be involved in all these doctrines and philosophies. Go vote.
Right.
You know, they're saying, hey, we can do as what we want, man. You know, they say what? Jesus Christ came and died, so we won't be that we don't have to do these things no more, man. Go ahead, bro.
Which,
For your sins.
which say to the seers, see not,
Yep.
and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right
Yeah,
things.
see, they don't want to hear right things. They don't want to hear that the law, statutes, and commandments are not done away with. Now, you can't keep the law to perfect, but you can keep it to the best. You know, keep it to the best of your abilities. You know what I'm saying? Keep the laws that you can.
That's right.
You know, Jay can't keep the simple laws, man.
Yep.
Don't eat pork.
Yep.
Don't murder. You know, simple laws Jay can't keep, man.
Right.
You know, don't commit adultery.
Right.
Stealing.
They can't keep
Right.
the 10.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
The 10 is
You
the
can't
worst
keep
in
the
the
10
ghetto.
Commandments.
They break them all in to get the
Yeah.
all 10, the
Yep.
simple one. They can't keep that in the
Right,
ghetto.
right.
Day in and day out.
Yep, go ahead, bro.
Con.
Thou shalt not steal.
That's right. That's right.
Treat thy neighbor. And that goes out
Love
the door
thy
in the
neighbor,
ghetto.
Gone. Speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
Yeah, see, they want to hear smooth things. They want to hear deceits, and they get those smooth deceits in the church.
Yep.
You know, in these temples and amongst some of these other Hebrew Israelite camps as well.
That's right.
You know, because contrary to popular belief, not just because you see men out here with Bibles and the 12 tribe sign and garments, does not mean we all teach the same thing. You got different groups and different sects amongst, you know, the Hebrew Israelites, man.
And you gotta remember as well, Esau, the Roman lion, he's
right.
paying some of these
Yep.
Jakes off. That
There you
they
go.
call themselves Israelites.
There you go. Yeah.
Con.
He didn't infiltrate. I did a video on that.
Yeah, I
You know, he had infiltrated every major group or uprising or
Yeah.
corporation that ever came about.
Yeah,
And you
he
think
did.
he ain't infiltrated
Man.
the quote unquote black Hebrew Israelites? Come on, man.
You gotta
For
do
real,
it.
man.
You gotta have lost your mind. You think that's
Yeah.
not gonna happen.
You got people begging to sign up.
Right.
They say, so I can do this, and if I get caught, I get killed. I can do this. I can go
Yeah.
try to infiltrate the cartels. If I get caught, my head and my arms get chopped off. You know,
Right.
or if I get caught with these brews, just kick me out.
And then
And I start all over
And
again.
then look,
They're not gonna hurt me.
and then two, they're gonna go to the easiest camp.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. God, yep.
Yep.
Now, ultimately, their life
And
is on the
father-
line.
Oh, he said,
Yeah.
oh, I can be father.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sign me up.
Yep.
God. You know, and ultimately their life is on the line according to Yahweh Shimi Shai. But you know, on paper it's not. You know, hey, these guys, they believe in that. You know, they believe in the laws, the Bible.
Yeah.
You try to do, you know, the right thing. You know, all we need is you to go in there and just get us back some information and maybe devise, stir up some commotion.
Or make it seem like that God ain't really dealing.
Right.
Say you eat pork.
There you go.
Make a pork platter.
Yeah.
And show that see the Lord ain't killing.
Yeah, yeah. Say
Don't
the
tempt the Lord.
say the MOTB is not the electronic
Right.
device, man.
Right.
You know?
Say Yahweh Shai is not the real name.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go. Get them to believe in not that name. Get them
Right.
to believe in Jesus Christ.
Right.
You know?
Right.
We want these brutes to yell at Jesus Christ.
We want them confused.
Right.
We need them not at ease. We need them you know.
Yep. Hey, IUIC should hire that nigga, that Puerto Rican nigga. Jesus
Oh, yeah, I know,
Christ.
right?
Oh yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ. He should be out at y'all's camp, man. Yo, the top of his lungs. You know?
Right. Jesus Christ. Yo.
Scripture say the name of the Lord is supposed to be exalted.
Right.
What's the problem? Go ahead. Go ahead, bro. Is that it on that?
That was it on that.
Okay,
all right.
jump back to continue in the second Ezra 9.
This is the chapter, second Esdras 9, verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people,
Yeah, you see, you would think our people would take notice of the things that are happening all over the four corners of the earth. You know, the earthquakes, the uproars of the people, man. Like, come on, man. You know, you got the all-time high of earthquakes that the earth has ever seen. You got the strongest and most frequent earthquakes that are taking place all over the four corners of the earth, happening in the millions, man.
Volcanoes.
You know, volcanoes. You know, you got a heavy uproar of the people, man, concerning the different laws and the different things that are being put in place all over the four corners of the earth, man. You know, people aren't happy. You know, like the scripture says, when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Go ahead, bro.
of the people in the world. Verse 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things.
Yep.
From the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Yep. Even from the beginning, you know, the times that we're living in and the things that are about to take place on the face of the earth were spoken by the prophets of old, man. You know, which those prophets of old are back on the scene today.
Right.
You know, like we were going into, that's what your local pastor doesn't understand.
Hey, that's why you never see no other prophet come up in that stead.
Right.
Yeah.
No other.
Con.
Egypt Book of the Dead.
Yeah.
Superman niggas.
Yeah.
You know, anybody that so-called think they know something, where's your prophet? Where's your book to prophesy what's coming?
Right.
What's going to hold you together in the time to come?
Right.
Got it.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end.
Uh-huh. And they see that our people don't believe that America is going to have an end. They don't think the so-called white man's ruleship is going to come to an end. You know, and they're really not in tune with history. The
Right.
so-called white man hasn't been ruling forever, man.
Right.
You know, there was other nations that ruled before this man.
Right.
We were in rulership at one point in time.
Right. That's
The
right.
nation of Israel was in rulership
Yep.
and
Dark
had the
ages.
so-called white man in subjection.
Yep.
Right.
You know, that's our people don't want to go into history. You know, there's a reason they call it the Dark Ages.
Right.
You know, because Esau was in subjection under the dark-skinned people that ruled Europe. They don't understand that we was in Europe, Russia, all these other lands ruling, man, and we were the kings.
Right.
You know, we were the real Vikings.
Yep.
You know, and all these things that they portray to be, you know, the so-called white man. Well, that was really us, man.
Yep.
You know, he did that in the process of destroying, you know, the images, through the process of iconoclasm. You know, of what you know, the rulers of Europe actually looked like, you know, before they came into power, man.
But once you destroy that out, you definitely can't pinpoint. Basically, because when you go to the Christians and a lot of denominations, they start from really the New Testament. And you know, they really don't go into the history.
Okay.
Joe Smith,
Yeah, get that too.
Hey, no, you good. Nobody really goes to the history of the Old Testament. Nobody. But they all start from the New Testament. So my point of saying is, that's why they had to whitewash the Dark Ages. Because really, you couldn't really, you know, they can hide underneath that, you know, the Lord being white, the apostles being white, You know, they got high underneath that. Going back to what we were talking about earlier, the fugitive, man.
Yep.
Once
Yep.
you create and destroy that vast of history,
Right.
you know, you can blend everything else into your
Yep.
narrative.
Yep.
It's easier.
Yep.
That's why, again, you know, even going back to in our schools, we went to what is it, the public food system. Anything but prior to us becoming a slavery, they don't talk about.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why we go to the Christian church. They don't really dive real heavy to the history of the Old Testament. We just really start from the New Testament.
Yep.
Yep.
Again, that's why it's very important. Knowing the Bible, you have to know history.
Yep.
And that's how you know who the true Israelites are. That's how you know the people that call themselves the Jays, the people that land now,
Yeah.
they're goddamn bastards, man.
Right,
They're not the
yeah.
real people, man.
Facts.
We are those people, man.
That's right.
We're
Yeah.
the true children of Israel. We're the so-called black men here in America are the real Jews, man.
So they want you to think that you're black,
Mm-hmm.
you know? But I mean, black is just a color. You
Yeah.
can't find black on a map. And when
Yeah,
you
yeah.
really go into that word black, it's actually a derogatory term.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the brother right here in front of us. He'll say he black. But come on, man. Like, cut it out.
Be a shade of brown.
Come on.
And we
man.
all used to think we were black. We all used to think we were from Africa, African American.
Right.
You know, we all
Negro.
used to think that, we all used to believe that so-called Jesus Christ was a so-called white man. We used to believe that was his name.
And everything was everything was colorist. So even when we go amongst so-called Puerto Rican, I'm a black Puerto Rican. No, I'm a white Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
You know, you just couldn't be a Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
No. I'm white. I'm a white Puerto Rican. Oh, no. I'm a black Puerto Rican. I'm a black Cuban.
Yeah.
He a white Cuban. You know, no, he's black next to me. I'm white next to me. You know, it always, you know, confusion.
It's a divide. Yep.
Yeah, it's about nations. It's about
Yep.
nationalities. When you look in the scriptures, you find 18 nations. All right, and black and white is not one of them. Bring yours first out, then bring yours out.
Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Yep.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
Uh-huh.
If not, where and who is
Yeah,
it?
this earth was given into the hands of these mainly these wicked elites, man.
Yep.
That rule from the shadows, from behind closed doors. These people you see on TV, these presidents, you know, these people in government and
Right.
parliament, you know, these influential leaders that are your Mark Zuckerbergers and your
I know,
Elon
right?
Musk, man. They ain't. They're not even touching the. They're not. You know. They're nothing when it comes to what the true elites really have and the power they have, man. You know, they employ someone like Bill Gates. They employ somebody like, you know, Elon Musk. You know, and they tell them what to do. And if they get out of line, you best believe they'll get dealt with. You know, go ahead, bro.
Oh, that's it.
Con.
Can I bring?
Go
I
ahead,
got
bro.
two.
Con.
Ask a nigga, so who are the elites?
I don't know.
Right. They don't
Who
know.
is that?
Right.
They got skills. They're true fugitives. You know. Go ahead,
Right.
bro.
This is the book of Psalms 49 and 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names.
Yeah, they named their lands after their own names. America, Africa.
Yep.
That was named after the so-called white man.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
And this, Slack.
Go ahead, bro.
And it's the book of Maccabees.
If I can say, that's
Oh, yeah.
part of the covering.
Yep. There you go.
You know, because a lot of the lands had symbolism, and you know, with the original names, like for example, Israel.
Yeah.
You know, there's a meaning behind that.
There you go.
That's right.
And Esau came in and put his name on stuff.
Yep.
So trying to throw everybody off, but you know, in due time, the Lord is going to reveal all that, in which we're in that time of revealing.
Yep.
You know,
That's right.
before He destroys this man.
Come. This is the book of First Maccabees 3 and 48, and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen has sought to paint the likeness of their own images.
Yeah, that was done by the process of iconoclasm.
Yep.
When this man, you know, through the Renaissance period came back into power, hey, guess what, man? He took down all the true depictions of the icons, you know, of the rulers, of the kings, you know, of all the influence of the earth, basically.
Yep.
He put his cloak on it,
Yep.
you know. He said, oh, no, that was me.
Right.
Nah, God, well, he looks like me. Jesus Christ,
Yep.
so-called Jesus Christ, guess what? He looks
Dang,
like me.
boy.
You know? That's white supremacy
Yep.
one-on-one, man.
Yep.
You know?
He got away with it for a moment.
For a moment.
But nobody never questioned it.
Yeah.
Until we
Yeah, that
Right,
wicked is being revealed now.
Yep. If I could say,
Go ahead,
he
bro.
being charged with everything: lying, stealing, He blaspheming the Holy Spirit,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
saying you the Lord's children.
God,
All
God.
he being charged with everything, and you know you can't repent, which he's not.
Yeah.
He can't repent anyway.
There you go.
But blaspheming the Holy Spirit, you can't bounce back from that.
Yeah.
Man. He being charged with literally everything, man.
He's been kind of red-handed on camera. When he
Red-handed
said,
on
what was that
camera,
movie
yeah.
to watch? He said, well, run it back one more time.
Steal it.
He's been caught red-handed. You've been caught on camera, man.
Oh,
You know? The Lord, hey, the Lord has, you know, hey, the Lord sees everything, man. You know? The scriptures say the Lord's eyes are 10 times brighter than the sun, man. So you ain't getting away with nothing, man. And ultimately, the Most High Yahweh is controlling these wicked
Yep.
elites, man. And ultimately, he's controlling everybody, man. There's no such thing as free will, man, like they like to teach in these churches, man.
Remember that movie Three Strikes? When they had him on the police standby?
Oh, yeah,
He said,
yeah.
He got a gun!
I fuck with that movie.
That's a classic. That's a classic, yo.
Go ahead, bro.
I don't need
Just, I'll go 49 as well. They brought also.
Oh, no, you're good. Salah.
Okay, yeah, Salak.
Yeah, that was the point. The
You-
water.
can I bring this
Go
piece
ahead,
up? You
bro.
mentioned something.
Go on.
Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
Hey, there you go. Hey, man, the thoughts that are going through these rulers, the different laws they're putting in place,
Yep.
you know, the different plans and agendas they have, you know, hey, that's all of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And the Lord put that in the minds of these rulers, man. Just like the scripture said, hey, I've created the smith and the waster, man. You know, these scientists
Bro.
that created these nuclear missiles, man, they didn't just come around
Bro.
and have a bright idea like,
Right.
ding!
Right,
You
right,
know
right,
what?
right.
Yeah, you know?
maybe if we can
Right.
get this molecule and this
Right.
atom and
Split
put
the
it
atom,
together,
bro.
Yeah.
we can make a propulsion system and a guidance system. We can make a missile.
Yep.
You know, like it didn't happen like that. Go
It's
ahead.
like that movie I was telling y'all bros to watch.
Oh yeah. Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
You know the
Khan.
Lord was dealing with these
Khan,
Edomites to the Germans to build, you know, those weapons for the
Khan.
times we in now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all of that, you know, just pretty much fulfilled prophecy and did exactly what the Lord wanted them to do.
There you go.
So he can destroy America, Babylon the Great,
Yep.
via the missile,
Yeah.
via the nuclear destruction.
And it was a progression.
It was
you
a
know, the
progression,
Lord
yep.
works. Yeah, that's how the Most High works. It was a
Yep.
progression. They didn't just all of a sudden come up with nuclear missiles out of
Right.
the blue.
Right.
You go back to World War I. You know, they had regular guns
Right,
to
right.
you know you had
Fighter-
World War II when
Fighter
Hitler had
jets.
that giant gun that was on the rail
Yep.
that could shoot miles and miles. They progressed more and more
Yep.
to then the atom bomb came
Yep,
around.
yep.
You know, you had these different other bombs, and then they progressed more and more till
Yep.
they were able to make radiation and forms of nuclear bombs and missiles. Man.
Yep.
You know, they didn't just come to where they are in technology overnight, man.
Yep.
You know, so it's in their eyes, they think to themselves that they devise
Right.
these things by the process of progression. You know, the Lord throws you the trick bags and, I got this way.
That's right.
You know where I came from? I started out, we used to have just this.
Right.
And then I
Right.
came and built up to this, man. This was me.
Right.
Self-made.
right.
You know?
But that shows you the power of the Lord, because this man is the basis of men. This man is the
Yep.
lowest of all nations. Remember, he was in caves.
Mm.
You know, this man didn't know how to bathe himself. Now he building nuclear missiles. That's the Lord doing that.
yeah.
There had to be
Crazy.
a divine intervention for
Right,
the lowest
right.
of all the nations. This nigga now can make missiles, man.
Well, he can do all this, but can't dance.
Can't
He
dance.
was the Lord.
Right.
Hey, the Lord has raised his devil up so he can show his power, man.
Yep.
He chose the lowest, the basis of level, man.
Right.
You know? So he can raise this man up, the modern day Pharaoh, and then take him down. You know? And somebody get that scripture to you know which one I'm thinking
The
of.
Lord should be judged. The Lord should be known by his judgment.
Yeah, that one, and there's another one that says, I think it's speaking of Pharaoh when he said, "I raised thee up." So,
Oh.
okay, Con, get that one too.
Roman 9. I get
Yeah,
that. I
the
get that
water.
first. I get that 9. I get that first. 9 and 11.
Now,
What?
the 11 in that room.
I raised thee up.
And could you find the one that says, and no more should be said that the Lord delivered Israel from Egypt, but from the land of the north? The water. Go ahead, brother.
Romans 9:11. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that purpose of the Most High, according to election, might stand.
Yep.
Not of works, but of him that calleth. Verse 12. It is said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger.
Yep.
Is that what you wanted? Raised up Pharaoh, right?
Yeah, keep going.
Verse 13, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Verse 14.
And Esau is a so-called white man, descendants from Esau. You know, the so-called white man is a descendant from Esau, which his biblical nationality is an Edomite. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 14, what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? The Most High forbid.
Yeah, he said, you know, as you heard, it said the Lord hates.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Verse 15, for he saith Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy.
Yeah, see, the Most High Yahweh, he ain't playing by our rules. He does what he wants to do, man. You know? These people think they try to put a cap on the Most High's power, you know, what he can and what he can't do, man. You know? We only know what he won't do because he said he wasn't going to do it.
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
It says, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. Verse 16, so then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy.
That's right.
Verse 17, here's the point. For the scripture saith unto Moses, or Slakia, for the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose I have raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
Yeah, you know, in the time when we were under Egyptian captivity, you know, in Egypt, man, you know, he raised Pharaoh up, you know, and put us, you know, he put us through captivity for various things, you know, but he raised Pharaoh up so he can show his power, the deliverance of the Israelites from Egypt, man. You know, and the fame of the Most High's name went all over the earth, man. You know, and that's about to happen again. The deliverance of the elect, okay? Matter of fact, he's got it. Go ahead, bring that out real quick.
This is Jeremiah 16 and verse 14. And it reads, therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that it shall no more be said, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai liveth, that brought up the children of Yashar Allah, Israel, out of the land of Egypt.
Go ahead.
But the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
Yeah, land of the north, man. And that hasn't happened yet, man.
Right.
You know, that deliverance in the land of the north hasn't happened yet, man. You know?
If I can I say
Go
something?
ahead, bro.
That shows you the power of the Lord. He raised up Pharaoh. We're still talking about that deliverance thousands of years later. We're still talking about being delivered from Pharaoh to this day. And it's been thousands of years later. You know? So that just shows you the power of the Lord. He'll raise up, you know, one of these wicked ass leaders just to bring them down and deliver his people who no one was considering to be saying, like nobody thinking about the so-called, you know, Latino, Native American, and black man being the next rulers of the earth.
That's right.
Yeah, you ask any of these everyday average people who's going to be the next superpower on the earth. And if you were to tell them the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, they look at you like you're crazy. Honey, let's go.
Let's go.
It's crazy.
They
It's
think
crazy out there. It's crazies out there.
And when he said in the movie Negotiator, he said, anything on that bus. That's crazy.
You know,
about that
they
bus.
say you crazy.
Yep.
You know? Well, hey, that's what's about to happen, man. You know? Contrary to what they teach in these churches, man, the kingdom's going to be on earth, man.
That's right.
That's going to be the next rulership, man. You know?
Righteousness.
Yep.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah.
So, what do you think about like the state of like the music industry that just glorifies like
Oh yeah, we
all
was just
types of sin? Like,
yeah, we was just talking about the music industry, man. That's all set up by these wicked elites, man. You know, to persuade the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American into, you know, being involved in all types of filthiness and wickedness, and they glorify that. You know, and really to get in Hollywood, you got to sell out. You know, you got to go into that room. You got to commit a homosexual act, or you got to sacrifice your father. You got to sacrifice your mother, and you got to keep participating in the rituals. You got to show up at the parties. You know what I'm saying? You got to defile yourself in order to keep being a celebrity, man.
Get Colossians 3:1.
Colossians 3:1. Okay.
Because remember, the reason why they push this, because the Lord told us to, you know, the stain from sin, transgression, and that's the lust, the flesh. You know, this flesh is wicked about. But see, once you want to please this flesh, really you don't care about anything else but pleasing it. So that's why the so-called white man has been able to basically take control of our people. And our people don't care about, they care about the wrong things.
Yep.
So instead of you see the destruction of your people, you care about a dollar and some women, drugs, Lamborghini, and weed smoke. That's all a nigga care about. He's happy. But look at the whole state of our people. Look at what the super white man done to us. A nigga don't care. Why? Because he's controlled by the flesh, the lust. Go ahead.
Yeah, he wants to make sin look really good because one of his main goals is to get the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American to go against the Lord.
Yep.
And now you got the so-called young thug and all these niggas think they thug. Well, why don't you fight the so-called white man? Well, when the police come lock you up, why do you run and hide underneath your grandma's couch? They're not. The so-called white man has made us a laughing stock to the world. And when you derive from that lust, again, nothing matters but an image. But so white man is laughing at you.
Yeah.
Because really, the whole world looks at it as a joke. But really, we're the children of Israel. Go ahead, bro.
Colossians 3:1. This is the one you want?
Uh-huh.
If ye then be risen with Hamashiach, seek those...
Just read it verbatim.
Read it verbatim?
Yeah.
It says, if ye then be risen with Christ, seek those things which are above, where Christ sitteth on the right hand of God.
But a nigga think about what's in front of his face right now. And what's in front of his face? Sex,
Yeah.
money, and drugs. The glamorous life. Right?
Verse 2, set your affection on things above,
Uh-huh.
not on things on the earth.
Uh-huh. Everything on the earth is corrupt. The so-called white man's in power. Go ahead.
Verse 3, for ye are dead, and your life is hid with Christ in God.
Uh-huh.
Verse 4, when Christ, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory.
So we care about what's important. When the Lord comes back to destroy the so-called white man in America, we will be saved, Lord's will.
Yeah.
You know, go ahead. We will be protected. Go ahead. Because there's a great destruction that's coming to America. Go ahead.
Verse 5, mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth.
So mortify your members, not give in to them, or allow your flesh to take control over you. You're supposed to have discipline. That's why they took your father out of the house. That's why they really made a majority of our mothers whores. They have like a whore mindset. Because when a woman's fucked up with her mind, all she's gonna do is please a child, attend to the child, and spoil the child, and not teach it or discipline it. That's for a father to do. So when a mom is hurt and wrong, all she's gonna do is spoil the child. And then you grow up in this life thinking the world of you the man in the house, you the man. So you get this old certain weird way to you, and you think you really. You're stunted. Your growth and actually learning how to become a man is stunted because of your mother's hurt, and that's what happens with the breakdown of the family of the so-called blacks and Latinos. And us growing up, we grow up to be children. So a lot of the celebrities, when they get that money, they're still trying to live out their child life. When they get the money, look at Michael Jackson, etc. They got that money. And all they did was go back into when they were stuck in the state of mind.
Bro, Neverland.
Never Netherland, etc.
The whole theme park, bro.
Yeah, because see, our people, all they think about is just about the money. But they don't understand the system that they're in. It's a system that Jake is in. You know, it's a system that our people are in. You know, so it don't matter how much money that you got, guess what? You're still in the system. So you only can, it's like going to Chuck E. Cheese and getting Chuck E. Cheese bucks. You can only spend it on what Chuck E. Cheese allows you to spend it on.
You never turn your back on your people or the hurt and atrocities that the so-called white man done or the other nations have done to our people. You only gonna go as far as your people. You gotta understand, that's what the so-called white man wants you to do. But they want you to become a traitor. And we come from the greatest nation ever. There's a reason why we're in power. Because we sin. But the Lord, is basically we're about to pay that debt off that we owe to the Lord.
Yep.
We're about to be delivered. So we're not gonna always be here. The point is, you never turn your back on your people. So-called blacks, Latinos, and Hispanics. And I'm gonna tell you something. Yes, blacks and Latinos are fucked up. But there's a reason why. The super white man turned our people against each other. So if you can't trust your own people, why would you trust that? Why would you trust the devil? You turn to people like that.
Would you say it's the white man's responsibility that we're like the way we are, or was it the devil?
He had a heavy hand in it, but you gotta understand the devil is not some red man in Middle Earth. You got to understand the devil, when you go into that word devil, just means to deceive or deceiver. So the devil of the earth is the so-called white man.
So who deceived the whole world? Who did it?
Oh, the devil.
Yeah, the so-called white man.
That's all the
Yeah.
word deceive. The devil me, I deceive.
Deceiver.
There's no that was all a cunningly devised fable that was pushed upon our people
construct
to keep
right
us, to
Yep.
keep us in these churches, to scare us in the
Yep.
church. And when you die, if you weren't a good person, you accept Jesus Christ as your personal Savior, you're gonna go to be tormented forever and ever by demons in Middle Earth with by
Right.
Satan with a pitchfork with a red man.
And a onesie.
That's all.
Hey, that's to keep the slaves in
Yeah,
check.
yeah.
Right, bro.
That doesn't
Remember-
exist.
What was it? Northern the Menashite, the Cuban, the Taino, so-called Taino. Was
Yeah, he was about to get he's about to get put to death.
Yeah.
and he didn't accept Christianity.
they said,
Yeah, yeah.
you accept Christianity
Right.
for your Lord.
That was in the
For
devastation of the
the
Indians.
devastation of Indies. Got his name. And he spit on it. He would say, he said, how the hell I'm gonna worship something and y'all come in the same state? If you look up the history of Christians,
Yeah.
you got a bloody history,
Yeah, yeah.
man.
Christianity was forced upon
Yeah,
our
they were
people.
forced on us, man.
It was this was Chief
Hatui.
Hatui, yeah, that's what it was.
Yep.
Chief Hatui.
Yeah, because when you go into like that's that's just a false doctrine, the hell and the devil.
That's
and,
Greek.
You know, hey, there is a spiritual demon, Satan. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But he works for the Most High.
Yup.
He the Most High created Satan. So how can Satan come against who created him? You
The
know,
Lord is perfect.
Satan takes orders from the Most High, and he goes out, and also, there's also angels on the left-hand side that take orders from the Lord to go out and be a lying tongue amongst the people.
Read the book of Job. Read
Yeah,
Job,
God.
and then read the last book of the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
book of Kings. Then the Lord commanded a lion spirit
Yeah.
to go for.
And that was a friendly conversation
Yeah.
between the Most High, Satan,
Yep.
and various angels, man.
Yep. Council.
Yeah, but you go to a Christian church, they're gonna say there was a war in heaven, and Satan, the devil, and his
Give me
angels
first
came
century,
against
the Lord
the
killed
Most High and fought him, and took a third of the angels and went and did his own thing.
The scripture says,
And the Lord can't do nothing about it.
The Lord sent evil in the
They don't understand that. That's a future prophecy. They don't understand that scripture. Because if you go into the Bible, it's nothing but it's parables, secrets, dark sayings, things that have to be broken down. You can't just read the scriptures verbatim and get the understanding of it. That's why you'll see the word dragon, the beast. You'll see various things. You're like, I don't, now I'm
Right,
lost. It doesn't
right.
make sense anymore. Because the Bible was written parabolically because it wasn't for everybody to understand. The one you call Jesus Christ, which his name is Yahushua, he spoke in parables, man.
Yep.
And a lot of the people, the Pharisees, they didn't understand them.
Yep.
And that's why the disciples came to Yahushua and said, why do you speak to them in parables? They don't understand. Well, he said it was given. Yeah, get that.
Hey, can you get this real quick?
Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Jeremiah 25 and 29. For lo, I begin to bring evil on the city which is called by my name.
Because the Lord always talked about when our people transgress, He was going to bring evil upon them. Because even when you just open up the book with the NLT or GNT, it's going to tell you, I, the Lord, have done bring evil and all things. Because I remember when I first read the Bible, I said, hold on. The Lord, He said, I'm going to have other nations kill you.
Yep.
Take your people as slaves and
Captives,
captives,
yeah.
women and children.
Yeah.
And it said, I, the Lord, will do it. And I said, huh?
Yeah.
I said, no, this can't be the Lord. Why? Because through this whole sensitive, whole Christianified nation, they just tell you the devil and God does no evil. But when you read the Bible, it tells you, the Lord does a lot of things that you be like, yo, the Lord ain't no joke.
Hey, the flood, man.
Oh,
These churches
man.
don't talk about the flood, the great flood of Noah.
Right.
But I mean, who did that flood,
did that?
man? The
Sodom
Lord
and
killed
Gomorrah.
Lord killed everybody in the whole earth except 8
Yep.
people.
Women and kids.
Yeah.
And this ain't Scarface.
Right.
The Lord worse than Scarface.
Can I read this right quick? You
got
just
it.
quoted it.
You got it.
Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
Yeah, see, these are scriptures that they don't read in the Christian church, man. They stay away from. They're
Isaiah 45 and 7.
yeah. See, in the Christian church, they're taught to stay away from these particular scriptures. To avoid certain scriptures. To keep everything cordial in the church, to keep that tithe money coming in.
Did you bring that
You know?
up? Finish it up.
Can the white man inherit the kingdom then?
The white man.
If he's an enemy?
the so-called
so-called white
the
man?
so-called white man will be in the kingdom.
Right.
You know, and you know he'll be in the kingdom, but he'll be a slave under us. You know, see all these nations, everybody's going to be in the kingdom.
Get over that.
You know, but he's going to be a slave under us. He has to serve 1,000 years of slavery under the hands of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. His slavery is going to be, you know, far worse than our captivity, man.
Him.
Why is that?
That's right.
Well, let's
Him
get
right
it.
there.
Alright.
Going to slavery.
Hey,
But think about it.
Get the scripture for
Remember the scripture said, ain't nobody is going to escape what they've done in the earth. You pay that out when you come back.
I got Isaiah.
Judgment.
Isaiah 14.
Con.
It's like, for instance, the reason why we went into captivity is because we sinned.
Con.
When you come into as a child, you don't know what's going on, but you feel the affliction because it was a punishment from the Lord. When the so-called white man sold us into slavery with the Arabs and the so-called African, which are our enemies too, our kids went in there too, and we were born into slavery. We had nothing to do. We didn't do nothing, but hey, the Lord took us as a nation.
That's right.
That's what's going to happen to the so-called white man of the nations. Going into Obadiah, the first chapter, Ezekiel 35. It's going to be a recompense. It's so-called white men that done the most heinous acts. So-called white women, white men have killed many of our people, and they just went away scot-free. Look at the Rockefeller. They done all the wickedness in the earth, but they ready to die. They're coming back on earth and serve our slavery, man. They ain't got nowhere. The Lord is a just. That's not just. So you telling me, oh, we going to serve captivity? Our women, black women are whores and sluts. Latino women are whores and sluts. And these so-called white men could go prey on the little boys in Dominican Republic, and he able to just die and live out? No. Go ahead.
Bring this right quick.
Uh-huh.
Ecclesiastes 3 and 15. That which have been is now, and that which is to be have already been.
Beautiful.
And the Most High requireth that which is past.
There you go.
Yep.
So the Lord's going to require what has happened in time past. So nobody has escaped their judgment. The scripture tells you, every idle word that you speak shall be accounted of.
Yep.
Nobody escapes. The reason why, you see, the Christian church never told you why you got retarded people out here. The people that go through, like, for instance, you have mothers and women out here that's on drugs. It was something they did in the past to be like that. Remember, the scripture, it tell you the Lord is not an author of confusion. He makes no mistakes. It's a reason why certain Jake grows up and go through certain things in the hood. Because you have to pay back what you did. Nobody gets away.
Yep.
Right?
That's it. Yep.
Yeah, but going into your question, it's because the Most High hates the so-called white man. Now, every so-called white-looking person is not an Edomite. He's not a so-called white person. You got to understand the wheat and the tares. Even you have so-called white people that look like us. Because the seed comes from the father. You are what your father is. Doesn't matter what the woman is.
So you're not talking about like literally all white people?
No, your nationality has to go back, to Esau.
Yep.
So to be a so-called white, we say so-called white people because we say Edomite or Esau, people are not gonna understand what we're talking about. So and it's same thing with dark-skinned people, man. Not all dark-skinned people that you see are Israelites, man. Some of them are the other nations, and some of them are also Edomites.
Yep.
That's why you gotta look at the spirit. That's why you'll see, for an instance, you look at sports or celebrities. Eminem, Justin Timberlake. Those are Israelites, man. Leonardo DiCaprio. You can see the spirit on him, like, yo, if I was, if I couldn't physically see this person, I wouldn't know what. I would think he was my,
Average white band.
Yeah.
Many
Right.
musicians and that would look like so white people, but they were really our people.
Yep.
You can't you can't teach that. That's in you.
Yep.
To be able to sing, dance. We all know real white people can dance.
The scriptures say we're the salt of the earth. Go ahead, bring that Ezekiel 35 out real quick. Because
He got it.
okay, get Romans 9 and 13. Go ahead, bro.
Me too. You got it.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and 1.
And see where he can start. He might be able to start around.
Come on, my bad.
Get him a good
Start at
starting
one.
position. Because he could just jump straight to the point.
No. It's start at one.
All right, Con, go ahead, bro.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter
Oh, yeah, the
35
brother's
and
already
1.
got that. He got his coffee.
Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir,
Yeah, set thy face against the so-called white man. That's what you see going on right now. Go ahead, bro.
and prophesy against it.
Yeah, see, we're prophesying against this man. He doesn't like it, man. He's doing anything and everything to try to combat against the truth. He takes our videos down, makes... We're the reason that algorithms have been set up on YouTube. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 3, and say unto it, thus saith,
Like for instance, right, real quick, if you was doing wrong and I'm on your ass like, yo, he's doing it, you gonna be like, yo, man, shut this guy up. I know I'm doing it, man. Shut him the fuck up. That's what the so what we're doing. Because we're actually, this is general life. Remember, I don't know if it ever happened to you. You can just be talking, and when you bring out history, what the so-called white man does, it just cuts everything. Everybody gets mad, bent out of shape. Why is that? Because he's the fugitive. He's the devil. And when you speak, you can talk about everybody else, Africans, I get you African. You can talk about Chinese, Japanese, everybody else, Arabs, oh, they stink or whatever. But when you want to talk about that so-called white man, everything, oh, you're racist, you're this and that. Why is that? You know? Well, that's why they don't like us. Because we're talking about the so-called white man. That fugitive is being exposed. You got it, bro.
Verse 3, and say unto it, thus saith, pierce through,
Because, you know, the so-called white man has judgment coming, man. All the things that he's done to, you know, not only the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, but the whole earth, man. He's polluting the earth, polluting the animals, polluting the sea. You know, all the atrocities he's done to our people, man, he's not getting away with that. You know, the so-called white man likes to state that he believes in justice. Right. You reap what you sow until it has to do with him. Right. You know, if you go out and commit a crime, he's quick to put you in jail and bring you up on trial. But nobody's talking about the land that he's standing on. You know, he stole this land from the so-called Native Americans, man. He got this land on bloodshed. You know.
What about the crack and cocaine, the drugs? What about the guns, the gangs?
Yeah, that was all devised by the so-called white man. We didn't bring that about, and Jake likes to wear that as a badge of honor, like he devised that. Like guns and the cocaine, the crack epidemic, and gangs was all established by Jake, but it wasn't, man. You know,
exploitation. That was written by the so-called white man.
Yeah.
Got it, bro.
the Lord our power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate.
Yep.
Verse 4, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord.
Go ahead, bro.
Malachi.
Yeah.
1 and 4.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
When you go into that word perpetual, it goes into everlasting and ancient hatred forever and ever. The so-called white man has had a hatred for the Israelites since the beginning of time. It all goes back to Jacob and Esau. It all goes back to the womb. Because Jacob and Esau were brothers, and they were fighting in the womb. You know? And somebody get that. Let's get that before we even keep going. You know? Because we were actually fighting in the womb. You know? Because this is an ancient hatred. This goes back. This goes back before slavery. You know?
I'm gonna get it.
Go ahead, bro. Whoever got it.
He struggled in the womb.
Yeah, because the Most High, he separated Jacob and Esau. You know?
You said Genesis 25. You got it?
I got it, bro. I got it. This is the book of Genesis 25.
26.
I think it's
25, 23, 26.
Yep.
For what?
I'll start at 23.
Yep.
And the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai said unto her, 2 nations, nationalities.
Skip up to verse
22.
Let me see.
Oh, 22.
Verse 21.
21, yep. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. Barren, no, yeah. And the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived.
Yep, go ahead.
And the children struggled together within her.
Let's talk about Jacob and Esau. They struggled together in the womb. Go ahead.
Yep. And said, if it be so, why am I thus?
No, go ahead.
And she went to inquire of the Lord.
So she asked the Lord, you know, why is, you know, my two twins, my two children in my womb struggling and fighting amongst themselves, man? You know, go ahead.
That's right. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nationalities are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be
two manner of people. When you look at the so-called white man, he's very different than the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. They're very distinguishable, man. You know, go ahead, bro.
That's right. And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
So the Most High Yahweh, he separated Jacob and Esau in the womb. Go ahead, bro.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
Yeah, you know, hey, we're stronger than the so-called white man. Look at sports, man. You know, just look at anything that has to do with strength and physical activity. You know, without us, man, America would be boring, man.
Right.
You know, you wouldn't have no. Look at the NBA before the Israelites won it, man. They had to make. When Jake got in the league, they had to make extra lines.
Right.
Can't 3 seconds in the key, 3-point line, no doing this. You know, they was damn near shooting with both hands before Jake got in the league, man. You know, we brought the flavor and the style to the whole earth. Go ahead, bro.
Right. And the elder shall serve the younger.
Yeah, because the so-called white man came out first, Esau, you know, and he's going to serve us. When it's all said and done, he's going to be our slave, man. You know?
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment.
Yeah, because the so-called white man, his skin shows, you know, through his blood shows forth through his skin. You know, that's why when the sun comes out, he gets sunburned.
Yeah.
You know, because that blood is showing forth, man. He's actually not white; he's actually red.
That's right.
You know.
Hey, smack it, crack it, and turn what?
Yeah,
red.
yeah. Gone.
You know, so all over like a hairy garment. And they called him his name Esau.
Gone. Now jump back to Ezekiel 35. The water.
It's the book of Ezekiel, verse 5, chapter 35, verse 5. It's like, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword.
Yeah, see, they shed our blood, man. This land, somebody get, if blood shall defile the land,
I got that.
you know?
Exodus 21?
Numbers 35.
Yeah, the bloody city as well. Because, you know, this America's polluted with the blood of the Israelites, man. You know, and like we was going in, because before you come out, we was going into Hollywood, we was going into how they sugarcoat slavery and what happened to the so-called Native Americans as well, not just the so-called Negroes, you know. And they really don't want you to know the atrocities that he's done to us, the torture, the robbery, the rape, the slavery, you know. And they actually make mockery and make light of the oppression and slavery that we went through, man. That's why they name these different companies. You have these different quotes. You know, here it is, they call it Indian giving, you know, where you give something coming. And then they call it the so-called Native Americans Indian, which means savage, when he was the real savage, man.
Right.
You know, he at the Indian give. You were the one that reneged on your contracts that you signed with the so-called Native Americans, man. You know, but he'll portray it that they're the bad guys, so to speak, man. You know?
Yeah, they had to be basically taken out.
Yeah.
And they savages.
Right, and he has all these other things. You got gator bait, you know, that makes mockery of the slaughter that our people went through, man. You know? Go ahead.
What is the name Jesus Christ? Because that's not his real name.
No, that's not his real name. His real name is Yahushua. He was a Hebrew Israelite, so he would have a Hebrew name. You know, that's a false name, and that image, huh?
That's another like construct of
Yeah. That image along with the name Jesus Christ is false. You know, someone actually posed for that. Caesar Borgia.
Was that like the so-called white man?
Yeah, he was a son of one of the popes.
Yep.
You know, he actually posed for that image that you see all over the four corners of the earth. And who painted it? Was it Michelangelo? Michelangelo. I thought so. I couldn't remember that earlier. Michelangelo actually painted that picture. You know, so he actually posed for that picture. You know? Yeah.
You saw them.
Yeah.
that vibration.
Yep. Yeah, that's a false name, you know, because the letter J is not even that old. You know, so how could when he walked the earth, his name be Jesus? You know, which is another stumbling block amongst our people, man. They can't get over that name, man, nor that image, man. They love that image. They love Jesus Christ, you know, and they ain't willing to let that go. They're not willing to let go that they're not black. You know, so how they gonna receive the name or what the Lord look like? They can't even stop calling themselves black. You know?
It's 2024. People still think that's a
Yeah, God.
Now, in Exodus the 20th chapter tells you not about idols, making idols with hands.
Right.
That was clearly made up with hands.
Yep.
Because it's going to tell you don't make anything on the earth that look like him or to worship. So that's a first cut in the commandments.
Oh,
But nobody questioned that. But
if you pray,
I'm down
if you
to
like praying to Jesus, but you talking to God, is that like? I guess what I'm trying to say, he still gonna hear you though, right? Because you may not know like what his real name is or how to pronounce his real name. You know what I'm saying?
the Lord somewhat knows
Your heart.
for instance,
yeah,
right?
for sure.
It was scripture said they have a zeal of the Most High.
What was his question? I didn't hear it.
He said, "What if you don't know the name of the Lord, but you talk to God, but He still hear you?" Well, unfortunately, He brought you up here for the day for that reason.
Yeah.
Now that you know the name and He heard your prayer,
Yep.
now it's up to you that you take hold fast, of it, especially during the time that we're living in.
Yep.
Now, like the scripture said, we have a zeal for our people, but not actually the full knowledge of our power. Now we are spiritual people, yes indeed, no doubt. But the thing about it, we have to get that out of our minds. We have to get that name Jesus out of our thoughts. And that's not our power. And really, the Lord did that for this very present day and time. Now. Like the brother said, it's a stumbling block for the true believer. Because the true believer is going to do what? Show his devout time of what he believes in. So he's going to take time to read, study, and show his works. Go ahead.
Well, like we said, like the comings and goings are of the Lord. So the Lord, like the brother brought out, the Lord brought you up here. So ultimately, if you're part of the elect, because it's not about all of our people. If you're of the elect, the Lord's going to reveal the name to you. Not only is He going to reveal the name to you, but if you're of the elect, you're going to be able to receive it. Because a lot of our people have heard the true name of the Most High and His Son, but they can't receive it. Go ahead, bro.
I know.
You know about it.
Acts 17 and 30. In the times of this ignorance, the Most High winked at.
Oh, that's what he had.
Oh, you had that?
Yeah, you had the
That's
same
spirit.
precept.
That's the spirit.
He just came out. He was like, "Is this be a good one to
Yeah.
pray?" That's the spirit. Go ahead, bro.
It says, but now commanding all men everywhere to repent. So just going into your point, you didn't know the name. We didn't know the names. The Lord winked at it, meaning He overlooked it because we didn't know any better.
Right.
Now we were going into seers and prophets earlier. One of the jobs of a prophet is to give you correction.
Yeah.
So now we're in a time of repentance. The prophets are out giving you correction and telling you who the real names are, what the true names are.
And it's very, like for instance, that's how you really see what the so-called white men did, especially with the passings of our people. That shit, what they did was very demonic, because the importance of what our Lord did, Yahweh Shah did, was very important. But really, we're all worthy of death.
Yep.
So the Lord, Him dying on the cross was for grace, would give us a grace. So when we acknowledge who we are, we acknowledge our faults, and now be serious on how we dwell and conduct ourselves.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to take what you say, happy and goodness of transgressing. You're not supposed to. That's pride.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, a lot of our people are going to die behind that, because instead of adhering and being like, yo, I fucked up, I didn't know. Yes, I was going on. And like, no, I'm not going to sin no more. Like, for instance, when we tell people don't eat pork, well, they'll be like, well, I eat it. My grandma been eating it. I'm going to do it. You can't have that mindset. That's going to lead you to death. Right. But the point of what Yahweh Shah did was He gave us a second chance, the elect. So now, since that you know these things, now you have to be serious about this.
That's a very good question though, because the name of the Lord is very, very important. You know.
Can you refer to him as Yeshua?
No, Yeshua. His name is the one. The Most High's son is Yahweh Shah. The name of the Most High is Yahweh, which Yahweh means He is or He exists, and Yahweh Shah means He is the deliverer.
Yep. That's right. Can I bring this?
Go ahead, bro.
How you would say it
Con.
in English would be Joshua. So it's not Yeshua, it's Yahweh Shah. And the word, if you look up the word Joshua, it means deliverance. Because you got to ask yourself this too, because it tells you, I think in the book of in Sirach, it talks about Jesus, but they were talking about Joshua in the book of what was it?
Sirach.
Joshua who delivered Canaan. What is it?
What you got?
Dang.
Oh, y'all both got the same precept.
Oh, wow.
Good.
Okay.
Good. Yeah,
Tongue
come.
twister. Joshua and Caleb.
Good.
Joshua and Caleb. We went to the land of Canaan.
Yeah, and get Proverbs too. What is
Oh,
the
yeah.
son name?
Yeah,
I think
yep,
it's
yep.
Proverbs 30. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
yeah,
bring that out real
Yep.
quick, huh?
This is the book of
I know, God.
This is Acts 4 and verse 12. Neither is there salvation
Uh-huh.
in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men,
Yeah.
whereby we must be
So there's
saved.
no other name given under heaven among men where we must be saved, man. The
Yep.
name is very, very important.
Yep.
You know? And you can't just play with the Lord's name, man.
Right.
You know? Even on this earth, man, you can't just play with, you say you young, you can't just call your father whatever you want to call him.
Right.
You know?
Right.
You can't just call him by his first name.
Right.
Hey, man, Roger.
Right.
Yo, yeah, that was.
If you had it back in the day, father, you can't play like you can't play.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
You smack, yeah, you
Yeah,
smack
yeah.
the shit out you.
Now, the Most High has many titles, but he only has one name.
That's right.
Same
Right.
same goes for his son.
Yep.
You know? Go ahead, bro.
Proverbs 30 and 4. Who hath ascended up into heaven or descended?
Yep.
Who hath gathered the wind in his fist?
Uh-huh.
Who hath bound the waters in a garment?
Uh-huh.
Who hath established all the ends of the earth? What is his name and what is his son's name, if thou canst tell?
Yeah, see, the majority of our people don't know the name of it. We used to thought Jesus Christ, we used to believe in that in. We used to be in the church pews, we used to believe the same things you believe. You know?
So like Jehovah Jireh, it's like another one of those titles.
Yeah, it's just another title. Yep.
Yep.
That's not the name of the Lord,
He
though.
said Jehovah.
Yeah.
It's really Yahweh.
Yeah, it's really,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
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 All right, man. Thank y'all for answering.
Hey, no
my
problem.
question.
We're out here every Friday, bro, around like 4:30, 5 o'clock. You take it easy,
Like
bro.
Ross, like Ross.
Let's get a preset we can close out. We're around like 2:30,
Can
2:40.
I bring you one?
Come on, go ahead, bro. We'll just continue flowing.
We going
He's
we going in
Yahweh.
there. Yo. It says okay. Baruch 3 and 7. And for this cause thou hast put thy fear in our hearts to the intent that we should call upon thy name and praise thee in our captivity. For we
So we're not gonna get a name in captivity.
right.
So he's gonna reveal us all these deep, dark
Yeah.
secrets. You know, and matter of fact, I think it's John, might be John 17. I manifest thy name to the men.
Oh
now given.
yeah. 17, yep.
I think it's 17.
Yep.
Yeah, like so the Lord's gonna give us all these parables, deep, dark sayings, prophecies. You know what's about to happen.
Yeah.
You know, in the kingdom, what's about to happen to the so-called white man. You know, all these. Hey, the Lord's about to give us certain men spiritual powers to be able to pick up buildings and fly to the earth.
Right.
But no, you didn't get that name.
Taking that name.
Secret.
Right.
One day.
The most miraculous times is about to ever be done.
Right.
We're not gonna have his name.
Yeah. It's madness, man. It's crazy. It don't make no sense. Yeah, but we know why these other camps
Yep.
are
Hold
teaching
out.
what they teaching, man. We're not ignorant. You know, we know what's going on.
Especially if you rooted in.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, yo, I see.
And then he calls us morons.
Yo, come on.
He said morons.
Right.
Well, hold on, wait. You used to call upon the
used to
name
say-
of belief.
so
You used
you're
to
a
shed
moron
tears.
too.
You used to shed tears over the name.
Yup.
But
Yup.
we're the morons.
Right.
He said, I cringe. Malice. Evil.
Crazy. But
He
you
said
gotta-
he hadn't seen one.
Hey, but you got a Hebrew name.
Yeah. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Use your
Right.
English name from now on.
Right. And if I can say, they say they're keeping the law perfectly. They say they are. If I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. But they say they, how do you keep Passover if you don't have the true
Yeah,
names? Because
there you go.
during the Passover process, you got to call upon those names.
Right.
And the prayers and all that, you got to
All the prayers, you guys say that in Hebrew.
Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
did they say it in Hebrew and they go back to Jesus
Right.
Christ? They said we did it all in English.
Everything
I
else
was
Hebrew.
Daddy. That's a
But
good.
the
That's a
name-
good point.
the
bro.
name,
Yeah, that's a good point.
English. Come on.
Yeah, that's a good
Cut it
point.
out.
That's heavy. That's heavy.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good point.
that is. Yeah.
They going off, man.
Yeah.
They going off.
Yo.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, we go.
I ain't even think about
Yeah,
that.
we gonna recite the whole Passover, but when we get to the name, we gonna say the English.
Right.
Most High Christ.
Somebody slips up and says, "Yeah, I was shy."
I cringe.
Put him in the back.
Moron. He said, "What is you doing?" Come on, man, stop playing.
Yeah.
Baruch 3 and 7. And for this cause thou hast put thy fear in our hearts, to the intent that we should call upon thy name and praise thee in our captivity, for we have called to mind all the iniquity of our forefathers that sinned before thee.
That's right. We've been in remembrance of all the wickedness that our forefathers have done in times past, which reason we're in the predicament that we're in now. And which really go into, we were our forefathers, man. We are our forefathers, man. So that was us. When the scriptures we're reading about how we went off and wanted to follow after other guys, we're reading about ourselves, man. You know?
If I could say too, the Lord intended for us, for him to put fear into our hearts, and then for us to call upon his name in captivity. So how is that going to be a mistake? He intended for us to fall away, and then eventually, while we're in captivity, he'll give us a breath of life. You know, was sent forth Elder Abba Bivens, who we know is Elijah in reincarnation. And then we will be having to fear the Lord in our hearts, and then we're going to eventually call on those names, remember who we were.
Yeah, that's those sinews and that flesh being put on us, man. You know, we're no longer dead. When we was dead, we was calling upon Jesus Christ. You know, we thought we was Christians.
And I don't care what you say. We thought it looked like him.
Yeah,
I know, right?
When somebody showed us that, they said, "Oh, it's Jesus. These people are good people." We go into a house, you see that on the wall. Oh, these good people.
And when you see that, and you see your flesh, you be like, and I see what my people are doing to each other. So everything that look like that is good.
Yeah, that's why. That's why you see when Jake get in a whole bunch of trouble, and the cops come and get him in that interrogating room. They tell him, let's let the cops come down on the block and say some shit. We're looking for. Well, hold on. See block over there on the 7th. That's a white supremacy, bro.
Unless you knew some history of the Old Testament, and you go up around like somewhere like Rastafarianism or Jake that somewhat knew about the Old Testament, and they know history of the Egyptians. They were all black. That's when you will grow up and understand. Like you'll question that, you know.
Yeah.
But besides that, if you ain't know nothing about that, man, that's your image, man.
There you go.
When you say anything about the Lord, the Bible, that is your image, man.
Yeah.
And then that's why you love this society. There you go. It goes with the prosperity.
And that's why another reason why our people fear the so-called white man. You know.
They never spoke back or spoke against it.
That's right.
Because they say that prosperity is them. I look at us, there is no prosperity together. So we must be wrong, they must be right. So let's extol their words to the heavens. And anything a nigga got to say, I'm a question.
Bring out that John. Bible Shah.
And that's why, and you know it's true because when our people come up here, they already got you to look like, nigga, I'm just waiting for you to say something stupid. So I can say something and try to question you. But we were Edomites up here, Jacob said, come up.
They sit down.
With a notepad.
They sit down. Get in order, guys. Stop talking.
I know, right?
Act like you got some sense.
Don't you disrespect
Your mama look at you, say another word. She give you that look. Like, God damn, what's going on here? This is regular. You don't say that around my people. Come around Esau, you're supposed to act all uppity, act different than what you are. You know?
You're not lying because it's the truth.
Hell yeah.
We know how people act when we got around Esau.
Right.
They try to talk proper.
Right.
Esau would come and say all little nice little comments. Oh, I love your hair. Y'all are so. I love the way. It's so man. Go ahead, bring that up. Oh man. Bring up that John.
This is John 17 and verse 6. I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world.
Yep. So the name has been manifested to the ones that were given to Yahweh Shai out of the world. And that's concerning the elect, man. You know? So hey, you know, and Lord willing, we're part of that number that can endure into the end, man. You know? Part of that elect number. You know, and hey, we got the true names, man. You know? The name of the Most High being Yahweh, and the name of His Son being Yahweh Shai. And we're going to continue to push that name, man. Because those names are excellent. Get Psalms 148. You know? And those names are to be exalted and lifted on high. You know, when you go into excellent, that's what that means, to be exalted.
Sirach 101.
Yep.
The things other than...
Somewhere in Psalms 148. Yeah, Khan. You know, because when you go into that word excellent, it means to be set on high or means to be exalted. So we're supposed to exalt. They're not only supposed to know the name, use the name, but we're supposed to exalt the name. He's hey, I say they ain't exalting the name of the Lord, man. They're profaning the name.
And I can say too, it's about the name and also what comes with the name. Like we're about to read here. It's a standard that comes with it.
There you go.
It's a lifestyle.
Yep.
It's a mentality. It's integrity.
There you go.
All these great standards, man. And when they made that, he made that agreement with them, it was deeper than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there you go.
They don't want the names to be called on, but then also too the mentality. When you start calling those names, you gotta be like Yahweh Shai. You know?
That's a good point. Go ahead, bro.
It's the book of Psalms, 148, chapter 13. Chapter 13, verse 13. Salaki. Let the praise of the name of the Lord, for his name alone is excellent.
That's right. His name alone is excellent, man. That means to be exalted, to be set on high, you know? Which I believe personally that these particular hierarchies of these other camps that aren't teaching the true name of the Lord, they know the name of the Lord.
Oh, yeah.
And they know that that it's supposed to be exalted and they're supposed to be using it, but they're not doing it, man.
No.
You know? And they just put on this facade that, you know, to use Jesus Christ and we don't know the name and that's the wrong name. You know, they call it Hebrew, what do you call it? He said Hebrew Ebonics. Yeah. You know, they're just doing that because, hey, they signed that contract years and years ago, and now that money's, hey, it's higher than ever. So they didn't came adjusted. Like, oh no, we're going hard for this. No, we ain't about to get this up. You know. So they're persuading their congregation that, you know, oh man, these guys, Great Millstone, and these guys that push the name heavy, you know, they're bugged out and they're crazy. Beware of these niggas that call themselves Israelites. That's what they said. Beware of them, man. And then they switched up. And they switched up recently, you know, because when Nate went and got sick, they started talking about he used the name. And then you got the other leader of IUIC that was like, sometimes I use the name Yahweh Shai, but don't make it a doctrine. You know, like they're just constantly switching up. I mean, you never know. IUIC might come around and start, you know, fuck that contract. Fuck we did it. We don't care. We're out. Say what y'all want to say. Matter of fact, we're going to come out in front of our congregation. This is what we did. Here's the deal. You know, we had a deal. We signed an offer, and this is the stipulations, and we're repenting. We're sorry. You know, this. Hey, the true name of the Lord is this, and we're going to start pushing it. You never know, man. You know, it could happen. You know, but we'll see.
I can't see it.
I can't see it either. But we'll see. You know.
Hey, they don't want to let go of that radio station they got.
Yeah, you know, so
and endorsements and reality shows and bullshit.
Yep. Sit down, sit calm.
That was the point on that, the what? You know, yeah. So like we read in Psalms 148, verse 13, hey, the name of the Lord is excellent. It's supposed to be exalted, you know, to be set on high. And the name of the Lord is not nothing to play with, man.
Facts.
You know, these people put respect on my name, get my name. Hey, we just can't go up to if they was out teaching and someone just went up to Nathaniel and said, hey man, I'm gonna call him some crazy name. He's like, yo, who you talking to? Like, that's your name. He's like, no, it's not. That's your name. You know what? Well, he wouldn't accept that. He would get defensive and mad about that, right?
That's how I was started off.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you Boy. Your name's Boy now. Hey, hold on, wait a minute.
My rebuttal was, that's how you play with the name of the Lord.
Yeah.
Play with the name of the Lord.
That's right. You know, they don't put no respect on the name of the Lord. And if they don't repent, the Lord's gonna deal with them, man. You know? But with that, you know, Lord willing, you were edified. We're gonna go ahead and face the east. We're gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash.
I want to give double honors to the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well and teach well. Peace and blessing to you, sincere Hakim, that are pushing this truth all over the four corners of the earth. To the next time, Shalom, Kwam Yasharallah.
Got me wrong.